Hey guys, what's up? GreenMachineSam back with another video, and today we have our first Madden 26 rebuild. I decided to get back into these a little bit. I haven't really done a rebuild. Haven't played much Madden. I don't know. I just haven't found the enjoyment in it in years past. Just I don't know. It just doesn't play the same. It really doesn't. And then with them not fixing, I try to play it ultra realistic and everything. I'm not drafting for best overall when I'm playing my franchises. I'm not making insane trades for no fucking reason. Um, and just the fact that, even basic level rules haven't been changed inside of Madden. And then just overall, just game just hasn't felt very good. I think some players don't develop enough, right? You don't see those big jumps in overall, from a player really stepping up that you would like to see. They could have the most insane defensive or offensive season of all time, and they just jump up like 2 or 3 overalls. It's kind of fucking nutty. I think there's a lot of work to still be done on franchise. I do think it's one of the better franchise modes out there, of course. I don't know. College football just plays so much better, in my opinion. But we're going to be doing our first rebuild. We're going to do a 5-season rebuild, and we're going to get this thing done. Going to go play online, weekly NFL roster. Of course, the Super Bowl has concluded. They don't have one after the Super Bowl, so you just kind of have to give it to the Seahawks and then sim a week. We're going to be taking over the Arizona Cardinals. I think this team's really fun. I'm just going to do Master Motivator. I think it's easily the best, of course. The coach doesn't really matter. I don't even know who their new coach is at this point. Fuck, who is their new coach? This isn't going to be an ultra-realistic rebuild, by the way. This is just going to be something fun. I'm going to try to keep as many players on the team. Oh, it's Mike LaFleur. Okay. Well, we're not going to do Mike LaFleur. We're going to do something else. So, we're not going to do a custom draft class. We're just going to keep it auto. I think that's the most fair and obvious thing to do. I don't really feel like doing one of those. If I do that, it might be an actual franchise. I haven't fully decided if I want to do a franchise this late in the year. But we do need to do this real quick so that then, of course, Seahawks wins the Super Bowl, and we'll have the correct draft order heading into things. So, looking at the team, now we do have a lot of players, and hopefully it doesn't force release a lot of players since we are later in the season, because I did put injuries off. Injuries for a rebuild, we're just simming basically by the year, building a team, possibly doing something at the trade deadline, not doing a whole ton anywhere else. Looking at the team, the franchise quarterback I don't think is here, right? Jacoby Brissett, you kind of know what he is. He's a bridge quarterback, a backup, a good number 2 if you have him on your roster, but I don't think he's anything special. Kyler, if he was in a better situation and had more time, was a little bit younger, I could definitely see going with him, or if we were playing franchise, I could see running with him. But right now, not really the option at quarterback. Running back, they do have a couple young guys that I do particularly like. I like Bam Knight, but he's already 3 years in the league. He came in when he was 21, which is the good news. He's 24, so he can still develop in real life, but already going into year 4 this next season, I don't think he's the option. Amari DiMarcado, I don't think is the option. Trey Benson, as much as I like him in real life, I don't think he's the option here. It's just hard to develop running backs after those first couple years. James Conner, of course, not really the option. Michael Carter and then Corey Kiner also here. Neither one of those I think are the options either. Michael Wilson, I really do like. I think he'd be an excellent number 2. Marvin Harrison has to step up. Simple as that. I think that's the biggest issue right now is Harrison hasn't taken that next step, and we'll have to see how that goes going forward. Zay Jones is just getting to the point of, regression, especially in Madden. I understand he's a good probably number 3 or 4. Greg Dortch, same deal, good probably 4 or 5. Nobody else in the receiving group really stands out or makes me hopeful. Tight end is the one position I really, really like. If this was a franchise, I would really like this. You got Trey McBride, Elijah Higgins, and Tip Ryman. I think all 3 could be potentially good tight ends. Now, of course, Trey McBride being probably the best receiving tight end in the National Football League, if not the best. Paris Johnson, good left tackle, young, exciting, somebody I actually wanted a couple years ago. I think were him and Darnell Wright in the same draft class? They were, right? I think they were. And I think Paris Johnson went before him. So then I was like, well, I would want whoever it was the Eagles took that we traded down with. Jalen Carter. Fuck, didn't even have to fucking look at the name, but I remembered it finally. Kelvin Beacham's a good backup. If we can bring him back for cheap, I will. DeMontre Jacobs, nothing to write there. Evan Brown, decent left guard, replaceable. Hayden Connor, okay, backup guard. I don't think he's going to develop. Frodenholt really turned his career around. I'm going to be honest, this dude, it felt like he was almost out of the league a couple years ago. Hell, at one point, I'm pretty sure he was listed as a tackle. He was like a mid-60 overall early into his career. Glad he's turned things around. I don't know if he's the long-term option, especially if he's coming off of contract and is going to get more expensive. Will Hernandez is here, as well as Isaiah Adams. We're going to probably try to play Isaiah Adams as much as possible if we can. Chris Jones is actually somebody I really liked later in the draft, who I also wanted the Bears to take. Ends up going to the Cardinals. I don't think has figured it out yet. Zaven Collins, not a bad edge rusher. Same thing here with Baron Browning and BJ Ojolari. I just don't think any of them are the future right now, especially with how Madden develops players. Josh Sweat, really good signing. Continue to do good. I don't know how he played this season. We can actually look at that. Hopefully it has his correct stats. I forgot to turn off tutorials. Yay. So let's look at him. He had 12 sacks this year. Not bad. I would take that. If he can continue that success, I think he'll be fine. Jordan Birch, another young edge rusher. I think he can develop, hopefully. D-tackle is kind of a mixed bag right now. You got some young guys who I think need more time to develop. Darius Robinson, Dante Stills, and Walter Nolan. And then you got some older, more veteran guys like Bilal Nichols, somebody I liked on the Bears. Didn't end up paying him. Hasn't really worked out for him since. Dalvin Tomlinson, good nose tackle. Calais Campbell, been in the league a long time, but I think it's time for you to retire, buddy. LJ Collier, already being 29. It feels like he was just drafted a couple years ago. It's been 7 years now. And the fact that he went from basically a 3-4 backer to now a D-tackle, a full-time D-tackle, is kind of crazy. And then PJ Mustipher. I would assume that's the either brother, cousin, some type of relative to Sam Mustipher, the former Bears center guard. No Sam backers. Keem Davis Gaither, this dude, it feels like I've been waiting on this dude to develop for fucking forever. I remember him coming into the league, speed out the ass, good fucking sideline to sideline, just all-around athlete, just hasn't put it all together. Owen Papoe, Austin Keys, and J.J. Russell. Gonna have to look at some different linebackers. Mac Wilson was okay on the Browns, played well. I think he went to New England afterwards, had a decent run there, and now is with the Cardinals and actually looks like a solid linebacker for him. Cody Simon, another guy that I would like to develop. Probably be those two running them out there if possible. Corner, they got a lot of young guys. Sean Murphy-Bunting is probably going to see no playing time, especially if he has more years on his contract. It's probably going to be Will Johnson and Denzel Burke off rip, and then probably throwing Garrett Williams and Clark. Maybe Max Melton. I don't know. I haven't fully decided on who I want to throw out there at corner, but plenty of choices to choose from, to be fair. Jalen Thompson, I think, is a free agent, but still, he looks solid. I think we can definitely afford to pay him for a year or two. D'Darion Taylor Demerson, holy fuck, what a name. 24, second year out of Texas Tech. He's going to be going into his third year. Don't think he's starting caliber quite at this moment, but we'll probably end up rotating him in. Budda Baker, Kitten Crawford. Budda Baker still doing it, going to be 30. Don't have to look to replace him, hopefully, but if his overall does drop before that year 5, because I plan on doing it 4 to 5 years, depending on how fast the rebuild is, all that fun stuff. Of course, if we get to our goal, which is the Super Bowl before then, we can always end it early, or we can go for, back-to-backs, three-peats, stuff like that. I don't think we'll quite be in that position, but I feel good about this team. There's a lot of young talent on this team. This Cardinals team is pretty good, all things considered. They get the unfortunate circumstance of playing in my opinion, a top 3 division in terms of overall teams. You got the Seahawks, who, of course, just won the Super Bowl. You got the Rams, who are still pretty impressive with Matthew Stafford and the job that front office has done retooling that team. San Fran, led by Kyle Shanahan, who it seems like almost any time, as long as he has a decent quarterback, they're fucking able to compete, which is fucking wild. And then, of course, you got the other divisions that I think are some of the toughest, the NFC North, and then, more importantly, probably the AFC North. But that one's just hard because of just the defenses and just their unwillingness to fucking let each other breathe for even half a second. You could go AFC West, but that's more recent than anything else. Got to cut 4 players real quick. I'm just going to go ahead and get this done because it did end up signing the practice squad guys. Logan Woodside, I'm sorry. Get off my team. Caden Slovis, just go ahead and leave, dog. I really don't need you. Jamar Jefferson. Was this not the running back that was on the lines that had that crazy, like, 4-game streak where he looked really impressive? Maybe it was somebody else. And then just cut this receiver. Most of these guys are going to get cut anyway. I'm going to clear a lot of cap space going ahead and getting that shit done. I'm the coach, so I don't know why it's telling me to fill my coordinators right now. They're not fired. I'm going to run it back with them. So we'll go ahead and sim this. I don't really care about players retiring. Can't do anything about it. It's not like 2K where you can, like, fucking force them to play another year. It's not like you can go in and do that shit. Paris Johnson has his option. It's $19 million. I don't know what the tackle market right now in the NFL is currently looking like, but I think we're going to go ahead and reject that and just opt to pay him early. Jalen Thompson's here. Zay Jones, Greg Dortch. I'm going to be honest, a lot of these guys I'm going to go ahead and let walk. If I do decide to bring any of them back, it's going to be through free agency where it's going to be a lot cheaper. I do have free agency motivation set to high, so players that are actually interested in playing for us, it's going to be easier to sign, and players that have no interest in playing for us are going to be harder to sign. I think that's fair, right? If a player wants to play somewhere, I think it should be a little easier to sign. If they don't want to play for us, it should be a little harder. I don't know what the safety market looks like. Do we have a free agent at safety that I can kind of test this out on? It does not look like it. We do not have another free agent safety. I was going to say, I could send them like a really low offer and see what oh shit. Okay, maybe I should have accepted that 5th option. Because I would say like, hey, we can send a low offer at the other guy. He doesn't accept it. We can see what the franchise tag is, and we can just start franchise tagging Jalen Thompson. I'm okay with a 2-year deal. I hope to be competitive at that point. I'd be okay with this. If he doesn't sign, we can definitely look to franchise tag. He's going to test out free agency, $21.5 million. I don't think I can do that. And there's nobody else that I can really warrant spending money on in the re-sign period. It's way more expensive to do that. I think we're definitely going to have to trade a lot of guys away. So we'll go ahead and advance the week, and then we can see what we can do. Okay, so looking at the team after the free agents have left, I'm going to be honest, Corey Kiner, I'm going to just go ahead and release you right now. It clears $1 million off my books right now. I think Jacoby has to get traded. We can trade him now. I think the best opportunity right now is to trade our 2 quarterbacks at this current minute because we're going to get more top dollar because that means a team won't have to go out and sign somebody. So we're going to go ahead and do that and see who exactly would even be interested in these guys. Browns would be interested, but they can't trade for him. Is there even any teams that can afford it that also need a quarterback would be a serious question. Does not fucking seem like it. Because we would have to try to take back some cap. We could try to make a trade for a big free agent like a big player like Max Crosby here, but it still puts them very much under the cap. So I think we got to keep Kyler, unfortunately. So let's try to trade off Jacoby then. Is there literally anybody that has any interest in this man? Let's see if the Browns have any interest. I would honestly trade him for just about anything. I don't think he's the future. He's definitely not the future of our team. I'm not seeing anybody that I have, to be fair. I'm almost wondering if they would take Jacoby for like a 4th and a 6th of this year. They do. That's fine. I wasn't expecting much value to begin with. I'm not too worried about it, to be fair. Looking at the rest of the team, I'm not really wanting to get rid of anybody else in terms of trades because we do have to have people on the team. Baron Browning, we're just going to have to hold on to for another year, unfortunately, just with how big his cap hit is. Bilal Nichols, same deal, I think. I'm not really Akeem, same deal. I think we're just going to have to hold him, let his contract expire. Sean Murphy, I'm going to try trading right now. There's just not a ton of reasons. I'm just going to scroll because some of those teams don't even need a fucking corner like the Bears. I'm like, they have fucking like 4 dudes under contract or 5 guys under contract that I think they're fine with. So I'm just going to scroll, try to find a team. The Jags say they need a corner. Do they actually? What we're going to do is we're just going to scroll to cornerbacks as a whole. Could send him to fucking Green Bay. Make him really suffer. The Panthers, we're not going to fucking play him much. It doesn't make much sense to hold on to him. And if some other team's willing to take most of his money on, I know we're going to get the penalty of his sign-on bonus towards us, but I think that helps us out even more. Got $92 million to spend. I'm not looking to make any like insane splashes, but George Pickens is right there. George Pickens is right there. I honestly think I'd go after him, but with his interest, I don't think we'd even be able to get close to him. Khalil Mack on a 1-year deal would be pretty cool, but I got to bring Jalen Thompson back. Unfortunately, we're going to end up paying him more than what I was hoping to pay him, but gotta do it anyway. Titans are fucking right there. Okay, I guess I got to fucking give him 3 years. That still doesn't do anything for you. What if I give you 5 and 7 over 3? Probably going to have to overpay for him, but it's fine, unfortunately. Demario Davis on a 1 year wouldn't be bad, especially if he doesn't have many offers. Just let him come in and play backer for us. I would love George Pickens, but I got to be able to get the rock to my other 2 guys. I'm going to overpay for Demario here. He's just going to help out the defense a lot for 1 year. I know it doesn't make a ton of sense, but it'll help out the defense. We won't have to worry about it too much. Khalil Mack, same deal. 1 year, comes in, helps us out, helps us win some games. I think that would ultimately benefit us. Gives us a year where we don't have to worry about that position. And then we got to find some value on the offensive line. I think there's only 2 spots really set in stone right now, and that is currently left tackle and center. Is John Simpson injured? Is that why he's not getting any looks? No. It doesn't say he is anyway. Honestly, I would take Joel Bitonio on a 1-year deal. Expensive 1-year deal. I know this is using a lot of money to start us off, but I kind of want to build the best team right now, even if it is just for a year, and give our guys the best option. And then Wyatt Teller for another year as well. Well, 1 year. Expensive 1 year. Try to get him as well in. Like I said, I know that cuts our funds pretty deeply, going after 4 aging veterans. 4 aging veterans and then Jalen Thompson. But if these guys sign, we have a decent enough offensive line where I think that's not an issue going into the year. Then we get another edge rusher across from Montez Sweat, and we get a leader on the defensive side at linebacker. I'm going to let a lot of the young corners play. We'll have both of our safeties. There's not a ton left to look at besides maybe running back and then a backup quarterback. Now with running back, my biggest worry is getting a guy that can do everything. I don't know if Kenneth Gainwell's that guy. He's a 68 power back. If he was a 68 power back but had a little bit better in the receiving back category, like Alvin Kamara, I think could be good just because of the system. Yeah, Alvin Kamara is the best here in terms of value. Kamara was a guy that I always used to want to trade for, especially in Sims, because he was like, even though he would only be like an 85 overall, he would be an 85 at each category, which means he was a good first down back, good power back, and good receiving back. So he would get all the touches, and he would have pretty good years. So another guy that I'm probably going to spend a little bit more money on than I should. And if it doesn't work out, we can start selling these guys off at the trade deadline for some assets and potentially get some value back from them. If we bring Kamara in, I'm kind of happy with where we're at in terms of running back group. Honestly, if we could find a decent receiver to come in and fill that 3rd spot. I don't want anybody too good where they're taking targets away, What are you good at? Playmaker, slot. Juju, I think, is slot. He's physical. Really? Juju's a physical receiver? All right, game. What's Cavante? Playmaker, deep threat. I would take Cavante because then it also gets us a return specialist. So I'd give him 5 over 1. I don't think this is the free agency that we go spend a bunch of money on a bunch of young guys and try to bring in, future players for the future. I think this is where we just kind of bring in what we can and try to build, win games possibly, and hopefully look into next season. Colton McKivitz. Honestly, if we're going to play Isaiah Adams, do we take the offer off of Wyatt Teller, maybe go after Colton here? Because then it shores up our right tackle, and if we do end up drafting somebody, we can easily play them. He's also higher overall. I'm going to try this instead. We do need to bring in another D tackle as well. So we can maybe look at that. I know we got some youth there. Like I said, 1 year, they're going to be, I don't think they regress. They might regress after the offseason. But still, it shores up our offensive line. It gives whoever is going to start at QB for us a chance, right? That's the big thing. We need to give them a chance to be able to go out there and perform. And then Tier Tart, if I can get him for cheap, he wants to kind of be here. I'm going to try one of my methods that has worked in the past. Give him 7 years, because then it's going to boost his years. Like, oh, wow, I'm getting such a good contract. And then just give him a salary, no bonus. We can see how that turns out for us. It's a 3, so that's not completely terrible. I don't think we need a ton of other things. Just kind of kicker and punter. And at that point, I'm just going to take whoever's the most interested in us, give them 7 years, put the money down as low as possible. No bonus. Daniel Carson. We'll take a punter maybe in the draft. Long snapper, I'm not sure if ours left us. And then backup QB, we'll do the same thing. I'm going to do the method with Jimmy G here as well. Okay, I got to clear up about $500K. Can I take some money off of somebody? Honestly, let's try to take some money off of Khalil. He might still want to sign. So drop him down to maybe 8.5 maybe. No, let's do 8 and 8. Gives us an extra $2 million to play with. Ooh, but that kind of drops us. So yeah, we'll try 8.5 and 8.5. That still keeps us in the green, which I don't think it does. No, it does. That should clear up a little bit of extra money. And I'll bring Jimmy G in for that mentor badge. I know. Fucking Jacoby Brissett already had it. Shut up. Okay? I got it. Trust me. We're going to get it. Try to bring in Jimmy G on that as well. I'm not super interested in Malik Willis. I think in real life he could definitely have a bounce back, but in Madden he's already 27. He ain't going to see... He ain't going to develop in Madden. Sorry to say it. So, yeah. What we're going after, like I said, this year is about drafting a good set of lineup, going out there, winning games, winning football games, developing talent, and then next year we can maybe look into actually adding some long-term pieces into free agency. This year, it's about putting the best team in front of whoever's going to be playing quarterback for us. And, well, at this point, it's going to be Kyler Murray because his contract is too big. And it's about just developing guys. It's about developing guys and winning football games. So that's what we're doing in free agency. I forgot that you have to submit offers, that it's not fucking a week-to-week thing. George Pickens goes to the Commanders. All right, okay. There are other teams in on Demario Davis. If he doesn't sign, I'm not too worried about it. Colton McKivitz hopefully signs. We're out on Tier Tart now at this point. Daniel Carson will still be here. And then since I have the extra money now, I'm just going to go to punter, and we're going to sign the best punter available. Ryan Wright, congratulations on your contract. I'll give you 1.5 over 7, no bonus. That way if we need to, we can cut you. And then we'll go back to D-tackle, try to find somebody interested on us. At this point, I think I'd rather draft somebody. I think I can get a nose tackle about a 72, 73 overall in the later rounds. I'm not too worried about it. Signings, we did get a lot of our guys. Batonio, Matt, Kamara, Turpin, Garoppolo. A lot of expensive contracts. Don't get me wrong. A lot of expensive contracts. But we have the chance to develop a lot of guys. As well as bring in some guys that can help win now. They're kind of at positions where I don't have a ton of youth there, or guys that I need to start and develop. So I'm not too worried about it right at this second. I don't think we're going to get Demario Davis. I don't really have the money or the want to go ahead and give him a larger contract. We didn't end up getting him. Oh, we didn't get Jalen Thompson. Okay, well, that makes safety a fucking problem. Where did he end up signing? To the Titans. Okay. I thought we gave him the best offer, but is Brian Cook injured? Is that why he's not getting any offers? No, he just isn't getting offers. He's also a scheme fit, which should help. He's also technically cheaper, a little bit lower overall. I'll take Brian Cook. It saves us money. It does. Also got to look at another linebacker then, since DeMario didn't want to be here. Honestly, I'll give Singleton a 1 year at 10. He can come in and play, shore up that linebacking core for a year. I'm down with it. D-tackle then as well. I'd give Rankins a 1 year deal. I know we should probably let the young guys play, but I kind of want to do this. Just kind of try to shore up that D-line a little bit. Doesn't seem like he's very interested. And that sucks, Sheldon. You're going to be a fucking Arizona Cardinal. So adding some more guys. See if any of the deals go through. Okay, Falcons are in on Rankins. We got Singleton. We got Cook. We got Robert Wright. I think I got to throw more money at Colton McKivitz. I'm going to give him 10 and 10 over 1. Hopefully that makes him want to really sign. It does. Cool. Please sign, buddy. D-tackle, I think I'm just going to let the young guys play, draft some guys maybe. We'll end up having a scout at the end, a free agency. I don't really want to do it right now. Not really too worried about it. We'll get that down later. But so far, free agency off to a solid start. So we did get Colton, adds to our free agency list. I don't think we need anything else. What would it take to get you? Just as a backup option. Just put you on the bench behind Garoppolo for a year or two. See if you can develop. Gets us an option at quarterback. Not a great option, but gets us an option. Receiver, we already have Turpin, which I'm fine with. Tight end, I'm fine on. He now has 12 offers. I'm not really everywhere else. I'm kind of fine on. I don't really want to grab a D-tackle. Like I said, I would kind of rather let the guys that we have on the roster kind of play. See how that works out for us. If it doesn't, oh well. If it does, cool. Nothing too worrisome there. Corner, same deal. Safety, I think we're fine on unless there's some young, good player that I'm missing out on. Hickman, but he already has an offer. I highly doubt we'll be able to even get close to it considering the fact that he doesn't really have any interest in joining us. Dane Belton could be an option. I'd give you a 7-year deal where you would make 1.5 and 1.5. That's about as much as I'd be willing to give you, and you're not even close to interested. That's fine then. Yeah, I think that's all we need to do right now. I don't think there's really anybody that we need to bring back at this point. So yeah, we were able to get Daniel Carlson, so that is good news. And Anthony Richardson decided not to sign with us. That's fine. Like I said, didn't need him. Was kind of throwing an option out there. Could Sam Howell still develop? Could he? Probably not, but it's worth a shot. Right? It's worth a shot. You know, bring him in. If he can develop a couple years, be cheap for us. Especially once we move off of Kyler Murray, especially if we have a rookie coming up. Greg Dortch wants to come back. I'll give you 7. I'll give you $3 million a year. We can cut you at any point then. It's simple. Like I said, it brings a guy back that was already on the roster. He gets the option of coming back. It's the option of, being here. Will Hernandez has an offer. I'm just going to let him go be wherever he's getting an option from. I don't think we really had anybody leave us from any other major positions. So I'm not too worried about it. So I think that'll kind of wrap it up for now. Ronnie Hickman, unless he's fucking stupid, he shouldn't want this. He doesn't, and I'm not surprised. He's going to go to Chicago. So yeah, probably the last two that we're going to even relatively look at. If Sam Howell doesn't sign, I'm just going to call it a day. We're going to send him to the draft and start scouting some guys. So just looking off rip at what the CPU has went ahead and scouted us. Doesn't look like there's anybody in the later rounds worth noting. There's only a couple guys up here worth noting. Warren Russell, USC strong arm quarterback, projected rounds 1 to 2, talent 2 to 3. Peterman, top 5, rounds 1 to 2. Honestly, I don't know if we're going to be high enough to get really most of these guys. We're going to add all 3 of them. Warren Russell, poor, good, good, solid, decent, solid, good. He's a strong arm quarterback, so not expecting him to do too much. DeMarcus Holiday was impressive with his physicals, but with him being around 3 to 4 graded talent, I don't know if that's somebody we want to take. Running back, it's very hit or miss. We got to go out and find some guys. Okay. I went through, looked through it about as much as possible. Now, I will say, some positions I don't look at top-end talent because you get hooked on guys and then you're like, I want to trade up for this guy. Like, unless they're super impressive, you just... And especially in a draft where it's like, you got to establish a base of what you want to be, and you got to bring in a good group of guys, right? You got to have that 2016 draft class of the Saints. What was the other one that came out recently that was really good? I know the Bears had a really good draft class this year. I know the Browns had a really good draft class this year. But there was another draft class somebody was talking about from either like 2017, 18, or 19, one of those years, where like a team had a sneaky good draft class and people don't remember it because a lot of the players got shipped off before they developed. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to develop a draft class. I'm trying to get guys in that I think are going to be good. A lot of these guys are good talent, good fucking, physicals for what they are. Some of them are more... when I see that system, that scheme fit, it kind of helps them out a little bit, so I'm a little bit more gracious on what they are. Some of these positions are going to be hard to get. Some of these positions are going to be very, very hard. 2 positions I didn't even really look at were corner and tight end. I'm like, we don't really fucking need those right now. Not that we don't need corners. It's the fact that we have already fucking 5 young guys on the team under contract that I'm like, they're going to have to fucking play at some point that I don't really want to play them. And then tight end, the same issue, right? Granted, you have the top end of Trey McBride, right, all the way up here, and then you have Tip Raymond and Elijah Higgins right here. But still, you have fucking value there compared to the other positions where they're either aging veterans or we got to completely overhaul those positions right now. I think we're in a good spot. I just got to pick the right guys, hopefully. Guys that can fit the scheme are going to have a little bit more value going into the draft. I don't think I'm going to make any major trades. We might trade down once or twice, but I don't want to make it completely unrealistic where I'm trading up to get this guy, and then, none of my guys are here, so we're not taking anybody. We're going to fall out of the draft, that type of stuff. I'm going to actually go in and try to fucking take some guys. I don't know what our entire draft catalog looks like, which is going to be a problem because I probably should have looked at that beforehand. So we have number 3, 35, 67, 99, 102, 131, 147, 63, 85, and 95. It's got a couple extra picks that we can definitely make some things happen. Like I said, I don't think there's going to be anything that we're going to really change, right? We're not going to do a whole ton of trading up, if anything. Mainly because I'm not in love with this draft class either. So we'll see what happens, though. So the Raiders have the first overall pick, of course. We'll see what they go with. We'll see what the Jets go with as well. And we'll make our decision, right? If they go with the top 2 quarterbacks, it's going to be hard to fucking sit here and go, no, we need to go with, they go with an edge rusher. All right. And then they go with Peterman. Was that the good quarterback? And I think I like Warren Russell more. The real question is, do we take the guy that can change the franchise now, or do we develop, or do we get talent around him first? I think you got to take the guy that could change your franchise. We're going to take Warren Russell here out of USC. We're going to have a good O-line in front of him. We're going to have weapons on the outside. We're going to have Trey McBride still. We're going to have a good set of running backs behind him that we're not going to workhorse one of them. We're going to put all 3 back there and say, y'all each get an opportunity. Go make something fucking happen. We're going to take Warren Russell here. I just think he's the best overall player for us right now. Beautiful spiral on all of his passes. Stands tall in the pocket. Always aware of pressure. Does well to avoid sacks by throwing the ball away. Loves to run and play outside of structure. Multi-angle quick motion. He just makes the most sense. We need a quarterback. We're going to fucking take our guy here, and we're going to hopefully build the rest of the team around him in the rest of this draft. We got the quarterback of the offense. We need the quarterback of the defense, and I think Sean Peppers is that. 5'11", 230, out of Bama, pass coverage, middle linebacker. physical player who delivers bone-crushing hits, has a high motor that runs through the whistle, often looks to rip the ball away from runners. Pass coverage guy. I don't need him to be the best tackler right away, so that's fine. Good, good, great, solid, great, good. That is the guy we need on defense. We need that leader in the middle. We got our D-line kind of set. The back end's going to figure itself out. We need the guy that can cover the middle part of the field, stop the run, play good defense. Quarterback of the defense, Sean Peppers, was ranked 90th. We took him at 35. All right. I might have read too much into him. Well, that sucks. Hopefully he's good. Okay, this guy was projected round 1 and 2. I liked him. I wanted to take him in the second. I decided to go take the quarterback of the defense in that middle linebacker spot. Jeremiah Bryant, 6'1", 224, 23 years old, out of Kansas State. Good abilities. Great, solid, good, decent. Not looking for him to be anything special, but he could be that guy behind Budda Baker / the guy behind Brian Cook. If Brian Cook, for some reason, was injured and wasn't showing us, this guy could play. I'm going to take the free safety, Jeremiah Bryant here, in the 3rd round. Was ranked 22. Took him at 67. That's a good pick. Good pick. Everybody knows Madden really loves their low-end guards, their low-end D tackles that are decently good overalls. Awareness A to C, A impact blocking, B pass blocking, C run blocking. I need a guard to come in that can hopefully develop over the next couple years. Aaron Patchett here has a high motor, shows good discipline, won't get flagged much. That's what we like to see. Good, great, good, solid, great. The thing that's solid on him doesn't need to be good because it's his fucking speed. I don't need a guard that can run a 4.4. I need a guard that can stay in front of his man and block. 73, drafted him at 99. Going to take another offensive lineman back-to-back here. If he's still there, of course. Could go, could not go. He didn't end up going. We're going to go ahead and take him here. We're going to take a guy to come in and back up Frodenholt here. We're going to take Matthias Anguelo, 6'4", power, 344, out of USC, B to D awareness. A good show for a good guard / D tackle in this. When drafting is their awareness, their range on their awareness. Matthias fits that. I'm going to take him here. We're going to draft a guard. Could come in and compete with Isaiah Adams right away. He'll probably actually have the upper hand because he'll be younger as well as fresh on a new contract, whereas Isaiah Adams is already going to be going into his 3rd year. Doug Holcomb, we're going to get another guy to stand next to Sean Peppers. Another good linebacker, hopefully. He was projected undrafted, day 3 talent. We scouted him. I think he should be fine enough for us. Come in, maybe be a special teamer for a year or two. Potentially pretty decent, 176. Fuck me. I wanted a running back. I was looking through the running backs that I had scouted and who I like. And I think Taj Witherspoon fits what we need. We need another receiving back. Trey Benson and James Conner don't fit that. He has C's kind of across the board, to be fair. But great, solid, good jumping, good speed, decent strength. Need a fast receiving back that can get the job done when Alvin Kamara gets a little too old. Ranked number 48 in true talent. Took him at 147. That's a good draft pick. Lance McLeod here in the 6th round. Looks solid. Looks like a good athlete. Great, solid, good, great. Looks very good at the defensive tackle spot. He's a speed rusher, so should have that ability to rush the passer just a little bit more. Lance McLeod, ranked 77, 163 in the class. I think that should really help us out at the defensive tackle position. He can maybe come in and fight for a spot in that rotation right away. I think Shane Dunn's value here has athleticism. Doesn't have the greatest catching. Deep route's pretty good. Release isn't great. But his physicals, great speed, great acceleration, good agility, decent change of direction. I'm bringing him in for his speed. Hopefully he can add that deep ball a little bit for our quarterbacks. Shane Dunn here in the 6th round doesn't look like bad value. Could be a possible kick returner in the future too. Because Kevontae Turpin, we aren't going to have him forever. So look, we don't have a whole ton of options left here in the 7th round, of course. We got Pearson, a receiving back. I don't think we need to bring a 5th guy in. Tafoya looks pretty good as a playmaker. I don't love the 6'6" playmakers. I'm going to be honest. They're kind of odd to me. The 2 guys that are kind of sticking out to me, 2 of the 3 guys that are kind of sticking out to me, is Desmond Harris, a pass protector, left guard, Terry Jeffries, and Doug Knox. You can add Kirk Parks in there. I don't think Kirk Parks is going to be anything special, to be fair. Sorry, got a text. But so it's kind of a toss-up. It's just who do you want to take? He has good athleticism, good strength, especially for a pass protector. That's kind of nice to look at. Terry Jeffries has a little worse athleticism to him. Doug Knox, I think he looks worse. I think we just got to take best available here. I don't think we need another receiver. We already brought in 2. We already had 2. We brought in a 3rd. So I don't see the point of bringing in a 6th receiver when I don't plan on carrying 6. Offensive lineman, even if he's backup and bad, it's whatever. 53. All right. Okay. Made probably a correct choice there. That's pretty good value to be all things said and done. But that should be the draft, and we'll see how the team shakes out afterwards. Tafoya goes. Fortunately, the fucking draft doesn't load, so you can't see the rest. But let's take a look at the recap now. Grady Jarrett got traded, apparently, during the draft. Warren Russell, 72 overall. Sean Pepper, 71. That's not great, but still probably going to be starting right away. Jeremiah Bryant, 75. Aaron Pritchett, 72. Matthias, 72. Doug, 67. Witherspoon, 73. Lance, 72. Dunn, 69. And Harris, 73. Like I said, a lot of positions come down to a couple key attributes. A lot of easy ones to really look at is awareness, and then it's just a couple other things. It also tells you kind of a lot inside their scouting report in terms of discipline and some other things like concentration drops, stuff like that, and just like what kind of things they're going to end up having. It's really easy to draft when you know what you're looking for. And I think we did that. We brought in 3 offensive linemen that could be starting next year, depending on development. Brought in a backup safety that will sit behind Budda Baker and company for a year or 2. Hopefully he'll get a chance to show what he's made of. Sean Peppers and Warren Russell as well, both guys that are going to be leading the defense and offense. Sometimes it's not about taking the best overall player. Sometimes it's taking about the guy that you think can develop. Sometimes it's about the guy that will make an immediate impact. It really comes down to a lot of what you want rather than what you need to get. Right? I think in Madden, it's a lot more about drafting your need than drafting your what you got to develop, guys. You got to go get what you need. Hopefully, fucking turn the ship around. We'll change some positions later, but for now, I think we're pretty good. We'll head to preseason week 1 and see how the team is shaking out. Okay, looking at the team heading into technically season 1, I'm going to be honest, looks pretty good. I'm starting rookies for right now just to get through the preseason so that they get a little bit more reps. I'm going to be honest, I kind of used the fucking discipline method. There's a method going around. There's kind of a bug in Madden where depending on what type of discipline they have, you can kind of tell who has what, or if they have a dev trait is the more important thing. So kind of using that a little bit to cheat just a little bit. Just cheat just a little bit. So that definitely influenced some decisions, but still move some guys around. This is not what the starting offensive line is going to look like. It'll probably be Petonio, Frodenholt, and probably still Nguelo, Kivitz, Paris Johnson, and then, of course, I need Marvin Harrison to go up to number 1. I don't care about specialists right now. We're just going to sim through the preseason real quick, see where we end up, and then we'll end up making some real changes. I'll show you guys who I cut, stuff like that. Storylines of rookie OTAs. We'll go ahead and check this out. Probably should have done the coach interview for week 1. Probably back up later. Welcome to your new home, Warren. We have big plans for you. Thanks, Coach. It's an honor to be a part of this organization. We're going to get you up to speed quick because you're starting because I really don't feel like sitting here watching fucking short man over here, Kyler Murray, fucking play anymore. I'm going to be 100% honest about that. We're going to look to fucking get you up to speed immediately. Okay, it's going through it again. Okay, focused on development instead this time. I guess. I don't fucking know. We got to cut 18 players. Rookie follow-up. What the fuck is going... See, this is what pisses me off. Like, it fucking makes me mad so many times that these fucking things just want to keep repeating. We got to cut 18 players. We're going to go position by position. With us bringing in those 2 linebackers and then with us having Akeem and Mac Wilson, as well as Cody Simon. So we technically have 5, and that's all I was really planning on carrying. I'm going to see what people are offering for Alex Singleton. I'm not taking that. I'm just going to cut fucking Akeem Davis-Gaither at this point. Quarterback, we're going to carry 3. We're going to carry Garoppolo for the mentor badge. Sam Howell, thank you for being here, but you are gone, buddy. have fun in Cancun. 4 running backs. Receivers, I'm only carrying 5. Palmer, you can head down to practice squad since you're available. Weaver, I guess you can head down too since you're available. If you're not available for practice squad, sorry, you're getting cut. If you are available for practice squad, I guess you can stay technically with us for now. 5 receivers, 3 tight ends, 2 tackles, 2 guards. I'm probably going to have to cut Evan Brown. John Gaines, sorry, you just haven't developed. It's time to say goodbye. 2 right guards, 2 right tackles. Josh Freyer, have fun on the practice squad. You're probably going to get picked up right away, so not too worried about it. Left edge, I only plan on carrying 5 edges. I think it's time to say goodbye to Baron Browning here. He just doesn't hold a lot of value. I don't want to really trade him away and try to get assets for him. So you enjoy your time on a new team, hopefully. Iku Leota, sorry, bud. You are gone as well. Your time on the Cardinals has ended as of right now. Going to carry 5 D tackles. Zach Carter, you are gone. Have fun. See you later, buddy. Going to carry Doug Holcomb. We'll try to keep you for now, but you're more than likely out the door, bud. Jared Bartlett, you can go join the practice squad. Congratulations, you were cut, buddy. Cornerback, we're going to carry 6. Jaden Davis, you can head down to the practice squad for now. Free safety, Darren Hall, sorry, you are also gone. Bye. Enjoy your time. Joey Blunt, sorry, but you are also gone. Goodbye. I know you're probably a captain for special teams. It's time to fucking move on there, bud. I'm going to go. We still have to cut 4 players, so I got to figure out who I want to cut here. I think Bilal Nichols' time has come. I didn't plan on playing him much anyway. Bilal Nichols, sorry. Evan Brown, same deal. We'll just take the cap penalty and cut both of you guys right now. That leaves us with 2 spots that we got to cut. Running backs, I want to hold everybody. Receivers, I want to hold everybody. Hayden Connor's probably the guy here. I don't need 4 tackles. I'm going to go ahead and cut him. Edge rusher, since it is the sim, I don't really need BJ because I guess I can cut a linebacker instead because we do have currently 7 on the roster. I think it's time to say goodbye to Owen here. He incurs the least amount of penalty. I just don't think he's going to play much for us to begin with. So we're going to go ahead and get that done and moving on. Going to make sure everybody's at good positions then, since we did have to cut some people. If this was real life, I would definitely do things a little differently for the team. But since this is just going to be simming with no injuries, it's not as big of a deal. Go ahead and set the depth chart now as well. Russell is starting. It's as easy as that. Running backs, we're going to start Trey Benson. Kamara's going to be the backup. And then Witherspoon. Fullback, we're going Ryman. And then we're going, fuck it, McLeod can be the backup for all I care. At receiver, we're going Wilson, Harrison Wilson, Turpin, Dortch, Dunn, Higgins. Tight end, we're going McBride, Higgins, Raymond. Tackle, we're going Paris Johnson and Chris Jones. Left guard, we're starting Joel Bitonio for the year. We did pay him money to be here. Froholt is going to start at center. So Patchett and the other rookie are going to be on the bench for now. Matthias is going to start at right guard. Colton's going to start at right tackle. Left edge, we're going to have Mac, Collins, and BJ Ojolari. Right edge, we're going to have Sweat, Birch, and Collins. D tackle, we're starting Nolan. And then I want Darius Robinson to start as well. And then we're going to do McLeod, Stills, and then Collins. We're going to start Mac Wilson at Sam. Doug Holcomb's going to be the backup. Going to start Peppers at middle linebacker. And then we're going to do Singleton, Wilson. We're actually going to move Singleton up. We are going to start Cody Simon. I know that's probably an unpopular choice. No, we're starting Singleton. We spent money to bring him in. We're going to start him. Corner, we're going Will Johnson, Denzel Burke, Garrett Williams, Kentrell Clark. No, we're going to go Melton Clark, and Elijah Cooks is down there at 6. We're starting Brian Cook. You know what? Fuck that. We're starting Jeremiah Bryant. We're starting the fucking rookie. We're going to get our money's worth. Cook's going to be the backup of both safeties. Kenton Crawford can be the third strong safety. Kicker, punter, long snapper. Turpin and Dunn are going to be returning kicks for us. Turpin and Dunn are going to be returning punts as well. Ryan Wright's going to handle kickoffs because he has better speed and tackling. Going to go Kamara and Witherspoon at third down back. Kamara at the gadget position. It's going to go Connor, Benson as power backs. We're going to cheese a little bit, put Marvin Harrison in the slot with Dortch behind him, and I guess Turpin. Fuck it. Left edge, we're going Collins. We're going to go Mac. Fuck it, we're going to have Mac Wilson be the backup edge there. Right edge, we're going, of course, Sweat and Birch. And then, fuck it, just Collins, I guess. Rusty tackle, we're going Nolan, McLeod, and then fuck it, Zaven Collins. He weighs fucking 270 anyway. Nose tackle, we're going Nolan, McLeod. Sub backer, I'm going to start Peppers here. I do not care. It makes the most sense for us. Going Singleton and Wilson. Slot corner, we're going to put Garrett Williams there. And we're also going to put Brian Cook there. And then Max Melton. So that's how the team's going to look. So on paper, this is how it looks kind of laid out. Better overall view and adjust lineups. This is what the team is looking like heading into year one. We have a rookie quarterback, kind of a mixed match of running backs in the backfield. They're all going to get reps. Got Harrison Wilson out wide with Turpin, Dortch, and Dunn adding some deep threat ability with their speed and their elusiveness. They're all kind of small. Trey McBride at tight end should be fine. Well, not should be fine. He's going to be good. Peppers is going to be starting on the defense. So is Bryant. We're going to get both those rookies involved almost immediately. Wilson and Singleton helping him out. Baker and Cook on the back end helping out Bryant. Going to start Will Johnson, Denzel Burks, and Garrett Williams. And we have Mac Robinson. I got to fucking start McLeod. The better overall, right? That's 1. 2, he just fills a lot of the specialist tackles better as well. I think it just makes the most sense to start him, unfortunately. As much as I want to get Darius Robinson involved, I think it just makes the most sense to do that. So let's go ahead. I'll see you guys at the trade deadline if we do end up making any moves. Okay, at week 8, got to choose draft class. I don't really care about scouting focus. We'll just do all that on our own. We are 4-3. Looking at... I forget that all this is over here now. In our division, we are last. That's how tough our division is right now. The other 3 teams are 5-2 and 6-1. We do have some upgrade players to take care of. We do have some negotiations. I'm going to handle all that first. I definitely should just sim week by week and just upgrade players as we go. Paris Johnson. Fuck. This is going to hurt. Going to do a 7-year deal. Going to give him 10 and 11. We're going to get him signed. He is happy to sign and continue to play for the Arizona Cardinals. Michael Wilson. I'll do a 3-year deal worth 4.5, 4.5. Please sign, buddy. I need you back. Cool. Michael Wilson's back. Mac Wilson, Zaven Collins, Frodenholt. I would do another 1-year deal at 11. Looking to sign something more long-term. I get it, dog. It's just Madden. I can't really offer you an insane contract right now. Everybody else is kind of free agents that I don't really mind losing at this current pace. We do have 2 options in Robinson and Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison, I'm going to decline. It's going to be cheaper. And then Darius Robinson, just not any fucking good right now. So, Warren Russell, playing up to a 77 right now. I'm going to give him field general. I'm going to make him more accurate. Get him ready to rock the second half. Really turn things up. Really get going. Really prove why he was drafted number 3 overall. Let's fucking go. Warren fucking Russell. Up to a 76, playing up to an 80 right now. Just going to continue to hit on field general. We'll hit strong arm for the last upgrade so that he can really start slinging. Oh, that was all 4. Okay. Well, Warren Russell. Let's get it going, dog. Marvin Harrison. I'm going to go slot here. We're going to get him. We're going to make him fucking turn into the best slot ever. And he's going to be fucking awesome. The rest, I'm just going to show you afterwards. We'll look at it afterwards. I'm not going to go through here, especially with how laggy fucking matting fucking screens are. So this is what the team looks like heading out of the midseason. I'm not going to make any trades right now. I like kind of where the team is at. I don't think we need to make any trades. I don't think we're going to be super competitive right now. We definitely still have some holes on this team. I think we're going to just play out the season at this point. I'm going to move Garrett Williams up. I'm going to give us a better chance to win. Jeremiah Bryant's still going to play. Sean Peppers, by the way, X Factor, so that's awesome. But yeah, I think the team's playing very, very good right now. Take a look at stats. Okay, Warren Russell's leading the NFL in passing yards. 2,200 passing yards, 16 touchdowns, 4 picks. Rushing, not great. It's not great. 27 yards a game is not great. It's whatever. Marvin Harrison, 860 yards and 8 touchdowns out of the slot. Michael Wilson, 489 yards. Kevontae Turpin, 319. I'm going to make one small change. One small change to the fucking adjust lineup. I'm going to start the rookie. If we're passing this much, I'm going to start the rookie, and we're going to fucking try to make something happen with him. So we're going to move Dunn up, and he's going to get some reps here. I think that just makes the most sense right now. So let's send to the playoffs. Let's see what can happen, right? We did not make the playoffs. I tried to stop it in week 18, and we did not fucking make the playoffs. Looks like we were the first team out. That kind of sucks. Especially because I think we lost our last game to the Cowboys, who were fucking 5-11 at the time. God damn it, dude. Upgrade players. Kind of what the fuck? All right. Our guys kind of went crazy. We will save all this until we get to the offseason and we can negotiate with a couple of the players that probably have upgrades. We'll look at stats real quick. Just kind of 5,100 yards for our rookie quarterback. 5,200 yards, basically. 41 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 64 completion percentage. If he can lower the interceptions, get his completion percentage up, we're good. Rushing, nothing to be spoken about. Just nothing. 3.7 yards per carry on the ground and 11 touchdowns. 1,700 yards for Marvin Harrison, basically. 19 touchdowns. 1,000 for Michael Wilson, 8 touchdowns. McBride, 872 on 77 catches, 3 touchdowns. Shane Dunn, 550 receiving yards, 5 touchdowns in just half a season for us. Turpin was arguably doing worse through his games, so I will take Shane Dunn every day of the week. Everybody else, some other guys contributed, not too bad. Sacks or whatever, they're going to be fucking sacks. The game doesn't know how to calculate them correctly. Tackles, 163 for Sean Peppers, 108 of them solo. TFLs, 11 for Mac, 10 for Walter Nolan, and 10 for Josh Sweat, 7 for McLeod. Sacks, we had 13 from Walter Nolan, 10 from Josh Sweat, 9 from Khalil Mack, and 6.5 from Lance McLeod. 3 picks from Sean Peppers, 3 from Will Johnson, 2 from Mac Wilson, 1 from Jeremiah Brandt, Williams, and Buda Baker. Forced fumbles, we had a grand total of 8. We recovered 6 of them. 1 blocked kicks from Zaven Collins. No safeties. No touchdowns allowed for our defense. Kicking, Daniel Carlson did fine enough for us. Punting, Ryan Wright did good. No return touchdowns for Kevontae Turpin this year. I forgot to look at awards. Yearly awards. Warren Russell is number 2 behind Joe Burrow in MVP. Coach of the Year, we are nowhere to be found. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Puka gets number 1. Marvin Harrison behind him at number 2. Warren Russell at 7. Defensive Player of the Year, we got nobody. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Warren Russell, obviously. Shane Dunn at 5. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Sean Peppers wins it, so we win both the Rookie of the Year awards. Lance McLeod at 7. We didn't even win Best QB, which is fucking odd. Best O-lineman, didn't have anybody in there because the game's a bunch of jackasses. No D-lineman in the category. Peppers at 7 for Best Linebacker. Corner, well, defensive back, we ain't have nobody. Kicker, Carlson at 8. So, not bad. Not a bad year for us, to be fair. I definitely think that means our defense was kind of the weak spot. Yeah, defense was definitely the weak spot. Running the football was kind of a weak spot, so we'll have to change some things up there. But overall, not a bad year for us. Let's go ahead and sim to the offseason. The Bills ended up beating the Seahawks in the Super Bowl 38-10, so they finally get their 1. So Seahawks end up not being able to go back-to-back for them. I don't know how Joe Burrow must have thrown less picks. That's the only way, right? Because if Warren Russell had more touchdowns and more yards, yeah, because they had the same completion percentage. It's just we threw 7 more touchdowns and double the picks. So I think that's why Warren Russell didn't get it, as well as they probably didn't want to give it to a rookie right off rip. That is fine. whatever. We're coming back for revenge next season. 19 players ready to negotiate. We have Marvin Harrison here. I'm going to decline that option. Just going to pay him early. Just makes more sense for us. Mac Wilson, if we want to bring him back, we will in free agency. Zaven Collins can walk. Both those guys kind of getting older. I would do Froholt, still good. You're going to test free agency. I think the fuck not, bitch. $16 million a year, that's fine. I'll bring him back for that. Garrett Williams, as much as I didn't want to develop you, you're not going to want to come back either way. I'm going to let you walk for now. Darius Robinson, I'm going to reject your 5th year. BJ Ojolari, you can walk. Cottrell Clark, you can walk. Khalil, we're going to let you walk for the year. Connor, let you walk. Colton, I think I'm going to bring him back. Joel, I think the guard behind him actually developed pretty nicely, so we're going to let him ride. Colton, I'm going to bring you back. Would you take 18 over 1? Yeah, cool. Colton's back then. So we got Colton McKivitz back for another year. I think everybody else I'm going to have to just let walk for now. Trying to do everything we can right now. I'm going to wait another week because if we upgrade now, Garrett Williams will get upgraded and it's going to be harder to bring him back because it'll be a higher overall, which means more teams interested, all that fun stuff, right? If we don't end up bringing him back, I think cornerback's probably the prime position that we have to go after. That and another linebacker, to be fair. Jack Campbell's here. Leonard Williams is here. Elton Jenkins is here. Chase Brown is here. Brian O'Neill is here. But we literally just re-signed Colton, so unfortunately not going to be able to bring him back. Drew Trinkle's here. That could be somebody. Parker Washington's here. Quentin Johnston's here. Joe Tittman's here. Don't need a quarterback. I would assume Garoppolo retired. We need to see if we can get off Kyler Murray's contract too now. We got to see if somebody has the cap room to take him. Probably the main goal right now. Let's see, does anybody want him? The Browns do, but they do not have cap room. Does anybody want this bitch? Jets, Miami, Falcons have the cap room. Congratulations, Falcons. You guys get a quarterback. Y'all don't really have anybody I want. I'll take fucking a 6th for fucking Kyler Murray. I just want his contract off my books. Like, I'm not trying to do this where it's like, oh, they need a quarterback, so I'm going to trade and get a 1st for him. No. Get his contract off the books. Bye. Clears up money for us. Which also, I did see that Jimmy G did retire. So, we do need to bring in a quarterback that can help Warren Russell develop. Jameis Winston does not have the mentor badge, so we're going to bring back Jacoby Brissett. We're going to do 7 years. We'll give you $3 million a year. No signing bonus. We can cut you at any point if you do not retire at the end of next year. We'll probably end up making you retire at the end of the next year because you're probably not going to like this shit. Running back. We did lose 2 guys, Kamara and Connor. Don't plan on bringing either one of them back. Honestly, we kind of just need another pass catcher. I don't know what Kamani Vidal is, though. He's not great. Honestly, I don't know what I want to do here. Honestly, do we spend money on Chase Brown? Granted, are we going to use him? Fuck no. Considering what we saw last year out of our running backs, no. I'm just going to bring in Kenneth Gainwell. He's a fine receiving back. He's a fine elusive back. I'm going to do the same thing. 7 years. Going to give you 2.5 over that time. And we're going to lower your signing bonus to 0. So, yeah, we're going after a couple guys so far. Nothing too crazy. Gavontae Turpin, still not a bad player. I'm going to go ahead and offer him a contract. He can come back and be our kick and punt returner. Parker Washington, Quentin Johnston. Johnston could be cool. But with us having to pay fucking Marvin Harrison Jr. next year, I don't really want to do that. Dawson Knox, if we could get for that's a little too much money for a backup tight end. Could bring back Batonio for another year. I don't know if that's the move. It probably is. Just to shore up the offensive line again. I don't think we were bad in that department. I know fucking the sim engine was like, you guys were dog shit. I think we're fine. I think we're going to let the other guys develop, so I don't need to bring anybody in from the other positions. Do we take a chance on Lucas Van Ness? Give him a 3-year semi-expensive deal? Let's see if he would take this. Probably not, but could take a chance. Take a chance, see what happens. Zaven, Now, I want Jordan Birch playing, so we'll leave that. Do I send a bag towards Leonard Williams for a year? Would you take fucking like 13 and 13 a year to come in and help us out on that D-line? Would you do that? He's considering it. Okay. Nobody at right edge that I'm really interested in. Isaiah McDuffie, he's just going to get offers out to ass because of fucking him being a Sam backer more than him actually being any good. Brian Walter, this is actually a guy I was considering drafting. It looks like he's in free agency still. I'm going to send him an offer. He can come in and be a backup. Drew Sanders. Man, what a fucking legend. Drew Tranquil. You're going to come in and play next to Sean Peppers. 14 mil for you. How does that sound? And then we should still have, Peppers and then the other guy. So if we sign both those, then we should be fine. Garrett Williams, if I do bring you back, you're going to be playing. I'll send you the same offer that we sent you when we were talking. If you want to sign, go for it. If not, I understand why. Kicker, punter, we're fine. Could we bring in maybe the only person that has mentor badge is going to be it's going to be the wife beater. It's unfortunate. I kind of want to bring in Dawson Knox just as a backup. I don't know how much reps the backup got, but then at that point, I would rather just bring in like Tommy Tremble. Give him like a 3-year deal worth 1.5 and 1.5. See if he would take that. You never know, right? You never know. You won't know until you try. My question is, do we send a bag after Elton Jenkins and move him to right guard? Elton Jenkins has played everywhere, by the way. This is a Green Bay Packer that I've actually liked as a Bears fan, is Elton Jenkins. This dude plays every fucking position on the offensive line, and he plays most of them well. Like, I don't think there's one spot that he was, like, dominant in, but I don't think there was one spot that he, like, sucked ass in either, right? I think he was good in every position. I think he's kind of like a Joe Thuney. I don't think he's quite on the same level as Joe Thuney, but I think he can. I don't think Joe Thuney's ever played like center, and I don't think he's ever been asked to move to the right side, but like that kind of guy where it's like, if you ask him, if you really need to ask him, if you're like, hey, our backup guard is not more better. Jesus Christ. Speak fucking fluent English. Like our backup guard is better at left guard. Would you be willing to move over to right guard? I'm sure Joe Thuney would say yes. Hey, our left tackle's out, and we think our backup left guard is better than our backup left tackle. Would you be willing to play left tackle? Yes. So that makes it interesting. Do we bring in Elton Jenkins, say fuck the development of our young guys for a year, and bring in a guy that can play right guard for us for a year? If he's interested, I'm all in. He is interested. Okay. That makes it interesting. That makes it really, really interesting. So yeah. What we are currently going after is Leonard Williams, Elton Jenkins, Joel Bitonio, Drew Tranquil, Kenneth Gainwell, Grant Williams, Lucas Van Ness, Kevontae Turpin, Tommy Tremble, Brian Walter, and Jacoby Brissett. I want to bring in another mentor quarterback. I'm going to cheese the fuck out of this system and bring in 2 mentor quarterbacks, and the other one's going to be Teddy B. He got fired from being a head coach of a high school football team because they're a bunch of bitches. So congratulations, you have a chance to come play in the NFL again for the gazillionth fucking time. We're kind of still in on everybody. Brian Walter, I'm just not going to send you a real contract. We'll just have to look at a different linebacker. I don't think I got to sign anybody too crazy. Mac Wilson kind of wants to come back. That's fine. I'll bring him back for 2 years. I'll bring you back for 2 years at $5 million a year. He does not like that shit. You're going to have to like it, buddy. We did not get Drew Tranquil. I guarantee you we didn't get anybody else then. Joel Bitonio and Garrett Williams. Everybody else signed with somebody else. All right, well, there goes a lot of the plan. Leonard Williams goes to the Saints. Elton Jenkins goes to the Titans. Drew Tranquil goes to the Jets. Okay, is there any other offensive lineman available, or are we just going to have to say, fuck it, we're running it with Wyatt Teller still here, as well as Torrance. I'd rather just let the young guys play at this point. D-tackle, though, fuck it. John Franklin Myers is good enough overall. Give him 8 a year. And let him play one season where we can maybe rush the passer even a little bit better than what we did last year and hopefully change some things around. I'm also sending a contract to Carrington Valentine just because he's 25 and a 78 overall. I know as a Bears fan, he's kind of not great, and I know Packers fans don't particularly love him right now, but I'm going to try it. See if we can get him in. If we can get him in at the age he is, pair him up with fucking Will Johnson, we should have a chance to make some magic happen. I need the rest of these guys to kind of sign. Lucas Van Ness wants to go to the Bengals. Mac Wilson's going to the Commanders. Okay, we need another linebacker then, because I cannot walk into the next year with a bunch of bums. And there's only bums left. All right. Alex Singleton, do you want to come back, buddy? You can have $6 million over 1 year. Please sign. We can upgrade players now as well. Warren Russell, 14. Jesus Christ. He's going to be at 90. We're just going to kind of spread him out, too. Just going to keep hitting fucking deep. Well, I'll let you guys see it afterwards. Okay, everybody wants to see the team, so we're going to show off the team. This is what the team currently looks like. This is the team going into Season 2. Witherspoon up to a 78. Not talked about enough. Dunn up to a 75. Michael Wilson, technically up to a 72, an 82. Playing above his overall right now. But Warren Russell all the way up to 91. This team's fucking already insane. And we're only in year 2. Linebacking core needs some work. Corners actually were better than what I thought they were going to be. So that's the good news. And if we get the other 2 guys in here, I think we'll have a good little group there. Need another edge rusher, need linebacker as well. Safety, I think we're fine at for now. Definitely got some work to do, of course. I think we still got to bring some guys in to really help this team out right now. But overall, I think we're in a good spot. We did get Singleton, did get Turpin, did get Lucas Van Ness, Garrett Williams, John Franklin Myers, and Joel Batonio. So we have those guys back. And we still are hoping Kenneth Gainwell, Carrington Valentine, Tommy Tremble, Jacoby Brissett, and Teddy Bridgewater want to be here as well. Get those guys in. We'll be looking extra special heading into technically our year 2. Maybe if fucking eValve offers fucking goes through. Okay, these guys just do not want to sign. You guys are going to sign at some point because nobody's fucking offering on you. So we got 2 of our guys. We got, I think, Tommy Tremble, Jacoby Brissett. So got those guys in now. Going to advance another week. I would like the other guys to join us. If they don't, it's kind of whatever at this point, right? We got Garrett Williams, so we don't have a need for Carrington Valentine. Carrington Valentine signs, so we got ourselves a decent DB room. Still might address that in the draft, and still going to want to address linebacker a little bit more. And then we got our 2 mentor quarterbacks helping Warren Russell out even more, which is fucking good for us because he's going to be like a 99 by the end of Season 2. So now we just head to the draft at this point. Okay. In the 2027 NFL draft, we're just going to sim the user pick. We don't have a top pick, so it's not like we're really... Holy shit, I forgot the Jets had 3 fucking first-round picks. I think the corner I wanted went, so that's cool. I didn't favorite anybody either. I don't think. I did not. Fuck me. Okay. Okay, after looking over the corners and kind of going back through my notes and then saving a fucking video clip, Keontae Rushing is who I want. This is going to be so terrible. I'm going to take the wrong guys all fucking night. Number 8 in true talent. Took him at 18. Fucking awesome. Should have star development at minimum. Going to round 2 now. Wouldn't be surprised if the Jets have 2 more picks. No, they only have 1 here. I want to take a receiver. That's who I want to take. I want to take a receiver if he's still there, if I can find him too, is the big thing. God, these Madden screens suck dick, by the way. They're so fucking slow. Jerry Foster is the next pick. I'm going to pair him up with Sean Peppers. Simple as that. The receiver I wanted was gone. The other receiver that was okay was gone. I don't like the rest. So we're going to go Sean Pepper. Jerry Foster here. Physicals, great, solid, good, elite. Should be a good run stopper next to our guy that's already a pass coverage guy. Linebacking core is kind of weak. Receivers are what they are right now. I kind of have a plan for that. I think I'm going to move Shane Dunn to the outside. We're going to move Michael Wilson to the inside. Let Marvin Harrison sit on the outside for this year. Jerry Foster, number 10 in true value. Took him in the second round there. Got to shore up some more spots, though. I think that's the biggest thing right now. Trevor Springs, as much as I know I shouldn't take another linebacker, I'm going to take him. We're going to just fill out that fucking linebacking core. I know our guy from last year was pretty decent. Trevor Springs, solid, good, elite, marginal. Good scouting report, shows good discipline, won't get flagged much, guaranteed star. A zone coverage, good field general to stand next to the other 2. We got our guy, ranked number 80, took him at 82, so about where he should have went. Nothing too spectacular, but still a good pick. It's still a good pick, right? So, going to address different positions now. I think we need still a couple offensive line pieces. I think we need another receiver in the building, and then potentially another D tackle if possible, if we can find somebody good enough. Taking another good athlete, Jarrett. Good athlete, deep threat, 5'11", 23 years old, out of Missouri. Elite, great, decent, great, poor. Looks like a talented guy. Hopefully he can come in and compete with Shane Dunn. He's going to have an extra year on his contract. We're going to be able to develop him hopefully a little bit more. If he has a good season as well, could help him out even more. So Jarrett, welcome to the team. Like I said before, awareness is a big contributor when it comes to drafting players in certain positions, especially offensive and defensive line. He has a good range. He has A tackle, B block shedding, physicals, good, solid, great. As a nose tackle, he looks phenomenal. Skills, awareness of a B. That's what we like to see. Zach Reeves, welcome to the team here in the 5th round. 34 in true talent, took him at 146. Like I said, offensive line and defensive line, just like in years past, are really easy to scout. You can really scout good running backs if you're playing with them, but in simulation it's a little harder because you have to have certain ratings in their archetypes to make them perform well. Carl Kramer here, like I said, good awareness is going to lead you to some good offensive linemen. Carl Kramer, B to D, one of the best ones available still. Can draft him, take him here. Carl Kramer, ranked 22. Okay. All right, Carl Kramer. One final offensive lineman should complete our board. Zach Hill here, 6'4", pass protector, A to C awareness, should be solid. Is ranked 47, took him at 186. I got one more guy I kind of want to take. We'll see if we can get him though. Trading with the Ravens here, trading our last pick in this year's draft, a 7th round pick and a 6th round pick to go up and get this guy. I just want to make sure I get him. It kind of fills out our defensive line room a little bit, so as long as nobody else takes him from here on out. Seahawks, don't be a bitch. I saw the B. His last name starts with a B. I got really concerned there. I was going to fight him because I was going to trade with them, but I was like, nope, no interdivision trades. Don't want to do it. So we get to take our guy because they did not take him. He is a defensive tackle. Like I said, defensive tackles and offensive linemen, you do not have to draft early in Madden. You really don't. As you guys can see, this guy, Lorenzo Allen, has B. This guy has B. Nobody else does. So you can really take who you want to take here. I want another speed rusher to add alongside McLeod, and that's who we're going to take. Ralph Ballmer here. A finesse move, C block shed, C power move, C tackle. Looks pretty fucking solid. So yeah, Ralph Ballmer here. Going to take him. Looks pretty solid. Even if he's nothing special, as long as he's in an okay overall, ranked 90, took him at 190, and that will finish our draft class. Really focusing on the defense and then the offensive line again, taking another receiver, seeing what we can get there. But overall, I think we did well. We just got to put it all together this year and hopefully have a little bit better of a season so that we can, make the playoffs at least at this point. So we ended up taking Keontae Rushing with our first pick. Looks like a solid corner. Should be able to come in and start right away opposite of Will Johnson. We can move whoever we want out of our other 4 corners into the slot. Jerry Foster here in the 2nd round. Solid. 86 speed. I like Trevor Springs a little bit more with that 91 speed. But he's going to be able to start and play right away. Trevor Springs the backup. Ain't bad. Jarrett. I knew he wasn't going to be great. But that speed is versatile. Another good deep threat. Could be very good. Zach Reeves, good overall, good D tackle, can come in and play. Carl Kramer, good overall, can come in and play. Zach Hill, same deal. Ralph Ballmer, same fucking deal. We added to our trenches a lot. Hopefully that shores up a lot of stuff on the offensive and defensive line. I'll make changes to positions as I see fit, and then we'll get started into the season. All right, so I did make some additions at the end of the preseason. We're going to lose them at the end of the season, but it's kind of funny that we did get these guys. So we're going to go through. I'm going to show you. So Kyle Monangai was on the Bears practice squad for some reason. We are stealing that fucker. Adonai Mitchell. It's Adonai Mitchell. Adonai Mitchell was in free agency. Congratulations. You are the newest addition of the Arizona Cardinals. David Njoku got released. Congratulations. You are now the backup tight end. We moved Zach Hill over to left tackle. Yeah, he's a little small. Whatever. Going to run back the same left guard, same center combo. Carl Kramer's going to move over to right guard instead. Isaiah Adams is probably going to get cut. Christian Jones is still going to be here. We had to add Khalil Mack and K. Levant Chason because we only had 3 edge rushers and these 2 were available, so I signed them. Welcome back to the team, guys. No new additions at D tackle, but Darius Robinson, your time is over as a Arizona Cardinal more than likely. Doug Holcomb at Sam. Peppers and Springs at Mike. Foster, Singleton, Simon, and Bartlett were all here. We added Terrence Knight, Singleton, Bartlett. Your guys' time has probably come to an end, as well as Simon probably. Will Johnson, Garrett Williams, Valentine, Rushing, Burke, and Melton are going to make the team. Probably going to cut Elijah Jones. Same free safeties. And then at strong safety, we ended up signing Kevin Winston, who was a free safety. We're moving him over. Yeah, these guys were all free agents, so I decided to sign them. Because, fuck it, why not at this point? That's what we're working with. So I got to make cuts now. Unfortunately, we do have to cut 15 players. For right now, receiver, Cavante, I'm sorry. I just don't need you. Dunn should be a fine return man for us. Dortch, same deal. Maybe, if the fucking menus ever work in this game. No, I don't need to edit him. So, sorry, Greg Dortch. Your time has come to an end as well. I would assume neither one of you two guys are going to get picked up, more than likely. So, sorry for that. But your time has come. I have younger guys and more impressive guys. Doug McNeil is a practice squad guy from last year, apparently, because I sure as shit didn't bring him in. Going to move him to practice squad as well. Going to run 5 receivers. Tanner McLaughlin is going to get released. We can come back. Tip might be getting released as well. He's going into contract year anyway. Hayden Connor, since he can still go down in practice squad, he will go back down there for another year. We're going to keep 10 offensive linemen right at this moment. Chris Jones is on the chopping block, though. At D tackle, the man, the myth, the not-so-legend, Darius Robinson is done. I'm not trading these guys off for nothing, for fucking 7th-round picks. I'm not doing it. I'm just going to cut them. If a team wants them, they can go get them. Zach Stern, I'm sorry. You're a bad overall. If we pick you back up on and put you on the practice squad later from the CPU doing it, then whatever. But as right now, you're getting cut. Singleton, we got younger guys right now. Well, let's see what Terrence Knight is in pass coverage. 72. We're not going to play him anyway. He's just mainly a backup and special teamer. Alex Singleton, we appreciate you, but you are out as well. Jared Bartlett, you are out as well. Enjoy the practice squad. Cody Simon, I don't know if I need to cut you yet. We'll come back to you. You're on the chopping block as well. Elijah Jones, sorry, but your time has come to an end. We appreciate everything you've done, but we are moving in a different direction. Kenton Crawford, if we have room on the practice squad, you can join that. And then we got to go back out. Still got to cut 4 players. So, tight end, Tip, I'm sorry. We appreciate your services. Isaiah Adams, I'm sorry. I'll probably, you know what? I am going to package these couple guys together, I think. I'm going to package a couple of the guys that I got to cut together. So, we got to cut 3. I want to keep the quarterbacks. Going to keep the running backs. We're going to keep the tight ends. So, we're going to trade Adams, Jones, and yeah, we're going to trade Simon. Is there anybody that needs a right guard, right tackle, and a linebacker? The Broncos technically do. They need a left guard. Not really. Jesus Christ. That is not at all a need. I don't know what you guys qualify as a need over there, but it's definitely not a need. Really, Mike's a need. Mike Backer's a need. Really. This game sometimes makes no fucking sense. I know the Cowboys are always fucking bad. Yeah, you guys can have him. And then I know your offensive line is kind of shaky at times. We'll take Terrence Steele off of you, and we'll just end up cutting him. I'll take another bad contract off of you, because they're too big of pussies to cut anybody. Jesus, Dak getting paid accounting for $68 million for cap is fucking wild. That is insanely wild. God damn, where's all your fucking money? Oh, Kenny Clark, and you have 3 defensive tackles making $20 million each. Jesus Christ. So yeah, give me Terrence Steele and a 7th-round pick, and I will cut Terrence Steele for you. I probably should have taken 2 more players because they're probably going to try to cut those guys. These fucking menus suck so much ass, by the way. Congratulations, Terrence Steele. Go be a free agent. And that is the team. So let's set up the depth chart and get heading into season number 2. So, of course, Warren Russell's going to start. I'm kidding. We're going to start Teddy Bridgewater. Going to try to revive his career. I'm kidding. Witherspoon's going to be the backup. Gainwell, Monengai. Tremble's going to be the fullback. Receiver, it's going to be Harrison, Wilson. We're going to start Jarrett. No. We're just going to go for wins. We're going to just start the best. We're just going to do that. I don't care. Left tackle, Paris Johnson and Hill. Left guard, Batonio and Harris. Center, Froholt and Patchett. Right guard, Ngueo and Kramer. Right tackle, McKivitz. And where is he at? Where the fuck is the other left tackle? Well, how tall is Kramer? 6'3"? Whatever. It don't matter. They shouldn't be coming out anyway. We're going to start Lucas Van Ness, Khalil Mack, Caleb Von Chason, Josh Sweat, Jordan Birch, Caleb Von Chason. D tackle. Going to start Walter Nolan, then McLeod, then Franklin Myers, then Reeves, then Balmer. We're going to actually start somebody else in this position. We're going to start, where is he at? Springs. Nope, can't start him because he's starting at Mike right now. We're going to start Springs. He's going to start at Sam. And then Foster and Knight over at Will. Cornerback, we're going Will. Rushing, Williams, Valentine, Burke, Melton Williams, Bryant, Cook, Demerson, Baker, Winston, Demerson. Kicker, Carlson. Punter, Wright. Long snapper is just a long snapper. We're going to go Jarrett and Witherspoon returning. Kicks and punts. Ryan Wright's going to kick off again. Third down back's going to be Witherspoon and Benson. Gadget's going to be Gainwell. Power back's going to be Benson and Monungai. Slot receiver is going to be Michael Wilson this year, followed up by Adonai Mitchell. And fuck it, throw Trey McBride in there too. Just let them all fucking eat. We're going to go... I think we're just going to have to start Khalil. As much as I want Lucas Van Ness to play, Khalil's still the best edge rusher, and he is coming off of a double-digit sack season. So we're going to start Khalil. Again, he's going into year 14, and he's 36 years old, and we're starting Khalil Mack. Wonderful. Josh Sweat and Birch. Rusty tackle, we're going McLeod. And then Franklin Myers. And then Nolan. Nose tackle, we're going Franklin Myers. And then Nolan. No, we're going to start Nolan in this spot. Sub-backer, we're going Peppers, Springs, Foster. Going to get all three of the young backers out there. Slot corner, we're going Williams, Johnson, and then Brian Cook. And that is going to be the team heading into Season 2. Let's go get it done. At Week 8, we are 4-2. We have 16 players ready to negotiate. It is Marvin Harrison, Trey Benson, Kevin Winston, Buda Baker, Kyle Monungai, Adonai Mitchell, Froholt, Max Melton, Terrence Knight, David Njoku, Demerson, Chason, McKivitz, Batonio, Mack, and Walter Nolan as an option. The only two I'm really looking to bring back right now is Baker and Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison's going to be a payday and a fucking half. I'm just going to have to give him fucking 18 and 12. I'm pretty sure. Because of his level of interest. Marvin Harrison is back on a 7-year deal to keep him here until he's 33. Buda Baker, I kind of can only offer you 1 year right now. I'm going to offer him 2. I'm just going to bite the bullet. I'm just going to say you can get 8 and 7. I don't know if I want to do that, dude. You're going to regress so fucking hard here soon. Benton, I just can't do. I'm just not paying a running back. I'm sorry. Froholt, he's going to regress pretty hard this next season. So is McKivitz, in my opinion. So is Batonio. So I just can't do that right now. Upgrade players, we probably have a shit ton. Not as much as I was hoping for. All right, this is the team heading into the second half of the season. I kind of want to start Witherspoon. I think we're going to start him next year, though, when Benson is gone. The defense looks solid. Just got to keep playing well, and we should be able to make the playoffs. I think the team's in a good spot. I don't think we're super in need of somebody right at this moment. If it feels like we need somebody going into next year, we definitely can hit it. But for now, I think we're fine. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot right now. I think we're in a very good spot right now. I'm going to move Benson up. But I think we're in a good spot. I think we just got to continue doing what we're doing and performing. And we should be right there with the rest of the league, right? Looking at our division, we are 4-2. Seattle's 3-4. They've fallen off a cliff. San Fran and LA just barely in front of us. We just got to hold on and just win games. Simple as that. If we were in any other division, we would look pretty solid right now. Especially the South or the fucking North. So it's kind of disappointing that we're not. Just got to keep going. All right. We're not quite in the playoffs. We're at week 18. This is how our season's looking. We are 11-5, and we are number 1 in the fucking division. Win this game, and we have first place in the NFC, and we get a bye. We are taking on one of the only other teams that can take it from us. So we got to win it. We got to win it. I'm not going to hop in at all, but we are going to hop into the game and watch the sim. Because this is a kind of important game for us right now. Because, like I said, if we win, we get the 1 seed, we get a bye. We only got to win 2 playoff games to make it to the Super Bowl. This rebuild could be over in 30 minutes. Granted, we got extremely lucky, and I think Madden, and this is kind of just a showcase of how bad rebuilds are in Madden right now, is that you can kind of just fucking, let's just call it cheese. Let's just call it cheese. You can definitely cheese the system and get a pretty fucking easy way to fucking rebuild a team to be 100% fair. So if you're ever like, wow, these YouTubers get really good at these things. There's a lot of things that you can look at when you're doing rebuilds and get really good players really, really fast. 21-12 here. 21-19. Please go put up some points. Warren Russell. We win it. Let's fucking go. We are 12-5. We now have the number 1 seed. We are now getting a bye, and everybody has to come through us to get to the Super Bowl. Warren Russell has done his job as the quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals. Plus getting the 1 seed, that should guarantee us the fucking MVP. I'm sorry. Getting the 1 seed in the NFC should guarantee us the MVP with what his stats were going into the game. Warren Russell is now up to a 98 overall field general, and just to kind of look at what he is, 99s across the board. The only thing that isn't a 99 is his throw power, awareness right now, throw on the run and play action. He looks fucking phenomenal. Sean Peppers on the defensive side of the ball, like I said, our quarterback of the defense, Sean Peppers, wearing that green dot, is incredible as well. 2 X factors, completely changing the team, and now we can look at stats. Well, I guess we should sim so that the rest of the games can happen, and then we can look at stats overall and get the MVP and all that fun stuff whilst on the bye week. And we can see whether or not the game wants to fuck us over and give it to Joe Burrow again. I can understand last year, right? He's a rookie, whatever. We didn't make the playoffs. I can understand that. But this year, being the 1 seed, he finished with 5,600 yards on the dot, 43 touchdowns, 11 picks, 69 completion percentage. Trey Benson actually finished over 500 yards this time and 16 touchdowns. Witherspoon, 134 yards, 4 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns. Receiving, Michael Wilson went off for 1,600 yards. Marvin Harrison, 139 receptions, 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns, 18 for Michael Wilson. Adonai Mitchell had 1,000 yards on 83 catches, 5 touchdowns. Trey McBride only had 600 for 3 touchdowns. Blocking is still blocking. It's still terrible as all hell. 162 tackles for Sean Peppers, 131 for Trevor Springs, 14 tackles for loss for Josh Sweat, 9 for Khalil, 8 for Sean Peppers, nobody else really worth noting, 13 sacks for Sweat, 10 for Khalil, 6.5 for Trevor Springs for some reason, Franklin Myers with 4, Walter Nolan with 3.5, Peppers with 3.5, McLeod with 3. I think we were just kind of playing too many defensive tackles. I think we need to get back to only playing 2 of them. 4 picks for Garrett Williams, 4 for Will Johnson, 3 for Budda Baker, 1 for Springs, Peppers, and Foster. So each of the linebackers getting involved. Forced fumbles, 3 for Budda Baker, 1 for Williams, 1 for Peppers, 1 for Holcomb. 4 recoveries from Budda Baker and 2 for Williams. Well, Garrett Williams. Dude, Budda Baker, that has to lead to like fucking Defensive Player of the Year. That has to be super close. 3 picks, 3 forced fumbles, and 4 recoveries. No safeties. 2 block kicks, 1 from Sweat, 1 from Knight, and 1 touchdown from Budda Baker. Dude, that has to be so close to winning fucking Defensive Player of the Year. Daniel Carson, not as good. Ryan Wright, still doing good. And no return touchdowns from the 2 young men. In-season awards, yearly awards. All right, cool. Now we just fucking around. Coach of the Year, we do not get it. Liam Cohen gets it down in Jacksonville. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Michael Wilson. Marvin Harrison at 3, Puka Nacua at 2. Defensive Player of the Year, he's not even mentioned. It's literally just straight edge rushers and Fred Warner. All right. Offensive Rookie of the Year, didn't have anybody to really put there. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Trevor Springs at 2, and Keontae rushing at 9. Best QB, we win it. Best running back, we weren't going to be involved in that. Best receiver, 2 of our top guys get in at 1 and 3. Our right guard gets in at best offensive lineman at 6. Best defensive lineman, nobody for us. Best linebacker, Peppers gets 3. Best corner, Will Johnson finishes inside the top 5. Budda Baker, not even inside the top 10. Garrett Williams at 7. Best kicker, our guy's not even listed. He did have a pretty down year. I got to look at Joe Burrow again. It has to be interceptions again. There's no other reason. 48 touchdowns, 8 picks, 66 completion percentage. Sacked 63 times. So we had 400 more yards. We had a little bit more attempts, but he also had a higher completion percentage. 5 less touchdowns, 3 more picks. Whatever. If you really want to give it to him, that's fine. Bengals went 10-7. We won 2 more games. Bullshit at this point. It's just bullshit. We'll sim a week, and we will see where we are at and see what we need, who we need to take care of inside the playoffs. We have the Giants, the 9-8 Giants. We're going to upgrade the players that we have to upgrade, and then we will hop into the game. Walter Nolan, we'll go power rusher on him, get him up another little bump. Lucas Van Ness, who isn't even really playing, get him up. All these guys are currently not playing. All these guys are like next year players. Let's hop into the game and see if Warren Russell can take us to the NFC Championship in his first playoff appearance. Okay, here we go. Can we make the NFC Championship on our first playoff run? If we can make the NFC Championship on our first playoff run, I will believe fully in this team. If we can't, we'll have some retooling to do. 7-0 to start the game. 7-7 now. 14-7. 14-14. Driving at the end of the half. 21-14. 21 all at half. Now it's kind of a stalemate. 24-21. 28-24. We have the ball again. 35-24, and we are heading to the NFC Championship. 13-5 on the season, and we are heading to the NFC Championship to take on God knows who. They will have to come to our house and beat us, but Warren Russell, in year 2, can he do it like all the other quarterbacks before him? There have been a ton of quarterbacks in year 2 able to take their teams to the championship game, to the Super Bowl as well. If we can get it done, well, we got a much brighter future ahead of us. We have the San Francisco 49ers, an NFC divisional matchup in the championship game. This is going to be a tougher opponent because they are in the same division. We have to match up with them multiple times a year. We'll match up with them for the 3rd time this year, so it's going to be even harder. These divisional games get kind of rowdy, get kind of intense, but can this young group of guys lead us to the promised land and get us to a Super Bowl? 7-7. 14-7, 14 all, 17-14. We will head into the halftime down 21-17 out of half now. 28-17, 31-17, 34-17, and we have fucking made it to the Super Bowl. The Arizona Cardinals are back for the first time since I believe 2010 or 2009. One of those 2 years. I don't remember technically which season it was. The Arizona Cardinals are back on top of the NFC. One more game, y'all. The Buffalo Bills are looking to go back-to-back. The Arizona Cardinals are looking to win their first Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure. Yes, they're the oldest team in NFL history to not have a Super Bowl. Can we prevent the Buffalo Bills? Why the fuck was I saying Steelers? Can we prevent the Buffalo Bills from going back-to-back? Can we get it done? Win our first Super Bowl. Move on and have a dynasty in front of us. Going to upgrade some players before we hop in just to give them that little bit of a boost. Their morale is playing a big factor. Our guys are playing up, but even a little bit of extra help. My dog is laying down behind me. Jesus Christ. Can we get it done is the big question. If we don't get it done, I will be so depressed because not every single season we can get back to this point. It is so hard for teams to not only make the playoffs, to win a playoff game, but to get back to this moment. We've seen so many teams in years past with young quarterbacks make the Super Bowl and never make it back. We have one chance to get it done. Teams are more likely to make it back to the Super Bowl than teams that do not win it. I've seen a statistic somewhere before where if you win the Super Bowl, you have like a 10 to 15% increase in making it back compared to teams that don't win the Super Bowl falling off a drastic cliff. Can we get it done here today? Everything in front of us, everything on the table. This is our moment. We got to stop a dynasty from being born, and we got to win a football game here in what looks to be Miami. At Hard Rock Stadium, Warren Russell, the second-year quarterback, looking to get the job done against Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Sim to the end of game. 3-0. Okay, that's way too slow. There's like no option between normal and fast. 7-3. 10-7. 10-7 still. 17-14. 21-17. And we just choked away the Super Bowl. We will have to come back for a third season. 35-17. The Bills have won 2 in a row and are looking for a three-peat. That sucks. That does suck. Well, that sucks, but we got to head to the offseason and get shit underway. Got a lot of fucking shit to handle going into the offseason. But I think this offseason is the time we make a big trade and we try to get some more dominant players. Not winning the MVP, getting screwed out of that, getting screwed out of a lot of stuff not winning a Super Bowl, but we have to retool, we have to be better, and we got to win. Walter Nolan, I'm just going to go ahead and decline. Trey Benson, I'm not bringing back right now. Buda Baker, I would love to have you back, buddy, and I'm willing to pay extra to bring you back. I need you for one more season. I'm actually going to try to bring Trey Benson back. We'll do a 3-year deal. He would like to play for a new team. Congratulations, you're on franchise tag, pussy. You get to come back either way. Do we bring back this offensive line once again? I kind of want to. Fro Holt, you want to run it back one more time, big dog? Did he just tell me to go fuck myself? No. I think he said, no, maybe I don't know. Colton, you want $19 million to come back? One more run, big dog. Joel, I'm going to move on from you, though. Sorry. Everybody else I'm going to move on from as well. Adonai, we'll see what's out there in free agency for him. If we do have to come back to him, we will gladly pick him back up. Upgrade players. I would assume some players got some decent upgrades. Oh, it's just the fucking practice squad guys. And then Warren Russell. And I don't really care to go into Warren Russell to get his one upgrade done. Just add it to whatever. He's already fucking basically maxed. Go to week 1 of free agency and see what we can do. So we have about $80 million to play. Nolan Smith is here. I don't know if I could go get him. Troy Franklin's here. Chase Young is here. Cooper DeJean does not want to be here. He would be such a good addition, though. I want to see what it would take. 7 years at 12-12. Does that move you at all? Not really. I need a different kicker. We're going with Brandon Aubrey. 1 year, $7 million. We need a superstar kicker. We need a guy that's going to be a little bit more accurate. Daniil Hunter. I'm going to give you a really expensive 1-year deal, big dog. I'm going to give you $28 million to come in and play defensive end for me for 1 season so we can go win a Super Bowl. I think we're going to run it back with our corners. I think we're good for the most part on a lot of these positions that we're seeing. I got to look at receiver, or do we go make a trade for a big name guy? I'm going to give Adonai 6/7. He wants that. All right. I don't know if our quarterback's retired. Jimmy G's still here. Oh, I guess he didn't retire. Okay. I don't know if our quarterbacks are still here. I don't think I really need them, to be fair. What is a team that underperformed that we can go get a superstar from? The Cleveland Browns. Do we think they want to give up their guy in Myles Garrett? Myles Garrett is 32. I'll give you my first 3 picks of this year and 2 future ones. You know what? Let me just see how close we are on this. Not even relatively. The 3 ones for Myles Garrett. We have Myles Garrett. We have our edge rush. So now we go back to free agency. We take the money off of Daniil Hunter, and we throw a fucking bag and a half at Cooper DeJean. $26 million a year over 7 years. Please sign, for the love of God. Is there any other free agents that can impact this team in a super positive way? I think we're going to run it back with our same receivers. I think our defensive line's fine. We have 4 guys there. We only lost 1 offensive lineman. I think we're running it back with the young guys this time. I think corner's fine. Let me just go look at the team and see what we need. We're fine at cornerback. Quarterback. Receiver, we should be fine at once we get Adonai back. Need another tight end. Offensive line, I'll draft. Defensive line, we can sign 1 more guy. We need to sign a big ticket D tackle, I think. I think Jonathan Allen on a 1-year deal can be that guy to come in, help us out. Does that get him enough interest? No. Okay, I can't sign Brandon Aubrey then. We're just going to have to run it with Daniel Carlson because I need the extra money right now. I'll do a 2-year deal. That way he's a little bit more incentivized and we can hopefully get him in the building and get going. Offensive line, I'll draft. I don't really need a running back right now. I don't need a safety. Don't need a corner if we can get Cooper DeJean. Don't need a receiver. We do need a 3rd tight end. We'll just look for somebody that's interested, a little lower overall. Give you 7, $2 million over that time. We do need a veteran presence at linebacker. Is there anybody with the mentor tag? Deion Jones, welcome to the team. I'm going to bring him in, try to help develop some of our young guys at Mike. And then is there a mentor at corner we can bring in? Yeah, Marlon Humphrey. Going to take his signing bonus away, so it can be a little easier to sign him. And then if we can bring in maybe a mentor at free safety as well. Justin Simmons. These guys aren't going to play, so it's fine. So this is the group we are going after. Cooper DeJean, Jonathan Allen, Marlon Humphrey, Adonai Mitchell, Greg Dulich, Justin Simmons, and Deion Jones. Cooper DeJean does not sign with us. Okay. DJ Reader, you want to... Nah, we'll just run it with our corners. I'm fine. Okay, we need a different corner mentor so I can get XP boost. Anybody with the mentor badge? Legitimately nobody. Awesome. I love how they changed that and there's like no mentors anymore. It's not like an aging veteran that like I know Marlon Humphrey was an aging veteran, but like you're telling me Teron Johnson, Marshawn Lattimore, Chibodi Awuzie, Jordan Lewis, Ahkello Witherspoon, these guys that have been in the league for 10 years almost, aren't mentors at this point, that are like still fighting to stay in the league, but they know they're probably on their last legs, aren't mentors at this point. Kind of crazy, in my opinion. I don't think we need another running back. I think we just got to run it back with who we have. Tight end we're fine at. Offensive line we're fine at. So I think it's just time to get moving at this point and hopefully get back to the place that we were just at. We're actually going to go after Will Reichard because we do have the extra money to spare right now. He ends up signing. Fine, Justin, you want a fucking expensive deal? You can come here for 1 year for $4 million. How does that sound? Cool, you happy? Sign him. Let's run it. That's all we need. Let's go fucking to the draft. Okay, I didn't do a whole ton of drafting because I kind of just want to get to the next season. We don't have a first round pick. We don't have a first, second, or third, to be fair. So my plan is trade out. We have a lot of young guys that are going to be coming off contract anyway. So it kind of just makes sense to get rid of picks and just to kind of recoup some of our losses from what we had to give up to get Myles Garrett. So at this point, it's just going to be trading down. So congratulations, Chicago Bears. You guys get a 4th round pick this year. God, the fucking... Dude, the more seasons you sim, the slower the fucking menus get. I swear to God, it's gotten worse and worse and worse. 2-6 from the Seahawks, sure. Interdivision trade, but it's late enough that it doesn't really matter. I know in last year's draft, I was like, I don't want to trade with the Seahawks. Then we're going to use this to trade down again. Congratulations, Texans. You get a pick. I just don't feel like taking anybody. I was going to take somebody, but then I forgot that we got rid of our 2nd round pick. So I'm like, you know what? There's no fucking point in me doing this shit. Vikings, here's your pick. All right, there's no point in me taking anybody, right? I think we've built a team that can compete. I think we've built a team that's going to be expensive in a couple years. So I think it just makes sense to kind of just trade out and go get back to it, right? I think we got the team. We just got to go do it now. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough process, but we just got to go get it done. Got to clean up the team a little bit, sign some free agents if we can, and then get into it. Okay, this is the depth chart for season 3, technically. We're going to rock Witherspoon as the main back, Benson, Gainwell, Tommy Tremble at fullback again, Marvin Harrison, Wilson, Mitchell, Dunn, Jarrett, and McBride. McBride, Tremble, and Dulich. We're going to go Parrish, Johnson, and Hill at left tackle, Harris and Brown at left guard, bringing Evan Brown back, Froholt and Patchett. Then we're going Kramer and Anguello. Yeah, we're going to start Anguello again. Hill at right tackle behind McKivitz. Myles Garrett, Lucas Van Ness, and Zaven Collins. We brought him back as well. Josh Sweat and Birch at right edge. Jonathan Allen, Walter Nolan, Lance McLeod, Zach Reeves, and Ralph Ballmer. Doug Holcomb. No, we're going to... Fuck, I'm supposed to start the mic. We're going to start Trevor Springs and Holcomb. Then Peppers, Springs, Jones, Foster... And then we're going to put Holcomb over here as well. Corner, we're going Johnson, Rushing, Williams, Valentine Burke. Kentrell Clark is also back. Going Jeremiah Bryant, Brian Cook, Justin Simmons. And then Kenton Crawford is back from his time on special teams. We got ourselves a team. We just got to go fucking win. At this point. All we got to do. Go win games. Please, for the love of God. Witherspoon is 3rd down back. Gainwell is gadget. Benson and Gainwell's power backs. Wilson in the slot. Mitchell in the slot. I'm actually going to put McBride in the slot as backup. Actually, just put Mitchell there. Left edge, just going best available. Myles Garrett. Right edge, Sweat and Lucas Van Ness. Rush D tackle, Jonathan Allen and McLeod. Nose tackle, we're going McLeod and Nolan. Sub backer, going Peppers, Springs, and Foster. Slot corner, we're going Williams. Cook, Valentine. That's what we're running. Please, for the love of God, make it happen. Gonna see you guys at the midseason mark. We are 7-0 at the midseason deadline, and we are performing pretty well right now. We are 7-0. We are coming for fucking vengeance. We just gotta keep going. Are there any teams in the league that are really bad right now that we can maybe go steal another superstar from? 1-7, 2-6. We already stole their guy. Let's go look at the Commanders or the Cowboys. Or the Rams. Fuck it. Let's go look at these guys. Commanders, Rams, Cowboys. Commanders, not really. Not that I would want to steal anyway. Cowboys. Besides Quinnen, we can maybe go swing a deal for Quinnen, but that would be a hefty price tag. Rams, I don't think they would give up anybody in particular. Maybe go swing a deal for Quinnen because he's a little older. That's the only guy I can really think of. We can go trade off Jonathan Allen and his large-ass contract for Quinnen and see if we can get it done. Just straight up? No. What if I threw in a 2 of this here? Not really. You know what? We're just going to stick with our team. We're just going to stick with our team. Just stick with it. We're 7-0. Why make a change, right? Why make a fucking change? I have been upgrading players a little bit. We stopped a couple weeks early, and we did upgrade some players, so it's not that nobody has upgrades this time around. So Paris Johnson up to an 88, one of the best tackles in the league right now. Keontae Rushing, not developing as much as I had hoped. Kind of being a little slow in development, but up to an 82 now. So he's looking fine. God, fucking wearing 45, though, is a fucking disaster. Desmond Harris up to an 80, so he's playing well as well. Zach Hill up to a 79. We definitely got some young guys that I think can take over if we do go another season, by the way. But let's finish out the year. Let's finish out strong. Let's get it done. Okay, I forgot to kind of try to sign some guys, and I realized that. So I'm going to try to sign them now. I got to bring Will Johnson back. Drafted by the Cardinals. Best corner on the team. I got to bring him back. Bring him back for 18. Walter Nolan, I'm going to let walk. I think we got other D tackles. Trey Benson, going to let walk at this point. Josh Sweat, I want to bring back, but I'm going to have to see how his regression hurts. Jordan Birch, we're going to wait on. Zaven Collins, Denzel Burke, got to let go. Brian Cook, going to let go. Froholt, we're going to let go until the end of the season. McKivitz, I think it's time to move on. We got some guys in the wings waiting that we can definitely get back. Not that we can get back, that are going to be better, that are going to be able to develop, that we can kick out to right tackle, or the left tackle can move over. One of those things. The main one was Will Johnson. I might bring back Walter Nolan, but him not really starting right now kind of puts a dampener on that. And as you guys can see, we're 13-3. Gotta win this game though. Please, for the love of God. I think if we're 14-3, I think we'd get the number 1 seed. I didn't look at standings, so I could be wrong. There could be a team that's fucking 15-2 at the end of this. No, we got the number 1 seed again. 2 teams really close. Giants and Philly both at 13 wins. Seattle at 11 wins. So definitely very, very close. I'm going to wait to upgrade players until next week because we'll get more XP from training and stuff. So I'll just wait a week and we'll just upgrade before the divisional. Time to get back to the Super Bowl. I think I'm just going to sim this one at this point. It's not like our first playoff run. So I'm just going to sim this one. Most of these guys, I'm going to be honest, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to auto upgrade all of them. We're just going to sim this one. Hopefully we can get back there. Okay, got it done. Now we're taking on the 13-4 Giants, who are coming. They were 9-8 last year. They're 13-4 this year. So now we got to go beat them. Josh Sweat, we are going to upgrade before the big game so that he plays even better. If we lose, we'll check stats then. If not, we'll check stats at the end after the Super Bowl. Let's go get it done. Okay, got to protect the nest once again. Second playoff run. Let's get it done. Simple as that. Get back to the Super Bowl. Please, for the love of God, get back to the Super Bowl. If we don't, we got to retool once again and come back even stronger. End of game. 0-0 here at the end of the quarter. 3-0. 10-0. 10-3 now. 17-3. 17-6. So Giants still within striking range. Back and forth of a whole ton of nothing. 17-17. And we win it 24-17. We are heading back to the Super Bowl. We are one of the only teams to lose a Super Bowl and be able to bounce back the next year. Not only bounce back, but bounce back all the way to the game. Oh my God. We have everything in front of us to win a Super Bowl now. Please don't be the Buffalo Bills. Please do not be the Buffalo Bills. Please, for the love of God, do not be the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to cry if it's the Buffalo Bills. Not really, but, it's going to be frustrating, to say the least. The Houston Texans, who are 9-8, they have a 92 overall defense and 84 overall offense. If our offense can just put kind of a little bit of belt to ass, we can win a Super Bowl. I think our defense should be able to handle their offense. Let's go get it done. Once and for all, please. Let's get the Arizona Cardinals their first Super Bowl victory here, right now. Let's get it done. Dude, I would totally take one of those Bears helmets in that all white. I would totally take that. We are in Tampa. CJ Stroud still quarterbacking the Houston Texans. Warren Russell in his second Super Bowl appearance. I think one of the only quarterbacks in Super Bowl history to lose their first one, get back. Can he be one of the first ones to lose a Super Bowl, get back, and potentially win it? End of game. 7-0 Houston. 14-0 Houston. 20-0 Houston. 20-7. 28-7. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. 28-14. motherfucker. One more season. One more season. Disappointing way to end this season. That's rough. That's really rough. I can't tell you how devastating that is. I guess it'll just make it that much more sweeter if we win next year. Time to head to the offseason once again. Super Bowl losers. Looking at re-signing players, gonna decline Warren Russell's option. I'm not paying him $76 million for a 5th year. Walter Nolan, Trey Benson, Josh Sweat. I'm gonna let McKivitz and Froholt walk. Kentrell Clark, Brian Cook, Denzel Burke, Zaven Collins, Jordan Birch. Sweat, I think I need to bring back just off of, loyalty. It's going to give him $33 million. He wants to play for a new team. No, you don't, you bitch-ass motherfucker. $40 million. It's only $2 more million than we were going to pay him. Walter Nolan, I'll give you a 3-year deal. We're $20 million. Need you back, buddy. We do need to go look at stats before they get erased. Walter Nolan, 5,200 yards, 48 touchdowns, 9 picks, 68 completion percentage. Got the touchdowns up, the interceptions down, completion percentage stayed about the same, passing yards dropped a little bit. Taj Witherspoon, not great still. I'm going to put Marvin Harrison back in the slot, I think. Let him really go eat. Sacks are sacks. They're just fucking stupid. Where the fuck is... Myles Garrett decided to fucking retire? Are we fucking for real right now? Myles Garrett decided to fucking retire after that season. I gave up 3 first-round picks for a fucking 1-year rental. Wonderful. I gotta go make another fucking trade now because Myles Garrett was like, we made 1 Super Bowl. I'm retiring. Are you fucking for real right now? Can I go look at, legacy leaderboards? Is he somewhere else? Am I not seeing him? That bitch-ass motherfucker. All right. No wonder why we had a little bit more money than I thought we did. Because he decided, I'm done playing in the NFL. At 33 years old, that dude decided to retire. Are we kidding me right now? Brian Burns, you want to come here? I'll give you 2 years at $40 million. Please come. I need an edge rusher. Badly. Please, for the love of God, come. I'm going to let the young guys play. I can't even bring him back because we're out of money at this point anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if one of my other, if my quarterback, I gotta go look at the entire team. I gotta figure out what we can do. I'm going to release this guy. Oh, he has Star? Never mind. He's staying on the team. Holloman, get off my team. Romero, get off my team. Keeping all the receivers. That's fine. I'll keep Jordan so that we got a 4th tight end and I don't got to sign somebody. Zach Hill, you're moving over to right tackle. We'll just keep William Castro for now. Because I don't even know if I'm going to want to draft. I might literally just trade all my picks for players. D-tackle, we'll leave the same. We look fine. Linebacker, we're fine. Corner, we're fine. Need maybe a 5th guy or something. Or a 6th guy, technically. No, 5th guy. Safety, we're fine. So we just need some backups. Pretty much everywhere. I'm doing it. I don't give a shit. It's funny. It's funny. I don't give a fuck. Tony Pollard, I need you in the building. Congratulations on the contract. You're coming in. Kirk is the only mentor receiver. I don't need him. Tackle. I just need somebody with interest. Theo, would you want to come for next to no money and a long-ass contract for no fucking reason? Come on, let's go win a Super Bowl, bud. Nobody with bread. Nobody with fucking mentor either. Bobby Okereke has mentor, but people are trying to sign him. Okay, never mind then. Is there a mentor at cornerback finally? Yes, Humphrey is again. Please sign Humphrey. I need you to come in. Because I need my corners to develop a little faster. Please come. I need you so badly right now. We might have to try to fucking adjust some contracts. Can we adjust Trey's? No. He must be in the last year of his deal. Can we adjust somebody else's then? Who else has a big contract? Buddha. Can I adjust yours? No. Paris? Can I adjust yours or Marvin at this point? I need some money. We'll free up $5 million, add 1.5 over his last 4. That's fine. I need to restructure Marvin's as well. Free up 11, add 2 over the next 5. It frees up some money. We can go sign some extra guys. Go get some veterans in the background. No mentors at free safety, so I'm just going to sign somebody that's interested in being here. That's also an okay overall, too. Marcus Williams somehow still has superstar. How? This is what I'm saying. Like, it regresses some players, but then it doesn't regress players that need to be regressed, like Marcus fucking Williams. Marlon Humphrey's a good enough overall where I don't need to bring in another guy. Screw it. Nick Murrin. No, we only need one other linebacker. We still got all of our guys. You know what? Yeah, just bring him in. Fuck it. You know what? Christian Harris. Franchise legends. I just need guys to come in, get suited up, be special teamers. I need backup edge rushers. We'll go Odafe Owu. Nope, he's too expensive. Baron Browning, you want to come back? Or Caleb Von Chason, I guess. You want to come in, bud? I need just backups at this point. Oop, Jordan Burch is getting an offer. Never mind. Can't get him. Fuck it. Tyree Wilson. I have no idea if he was getting an offer, so we'll see after I send him one. Hopefully he's not, or then I gotta go make some more changes. Right tackle. Fuck it, let's bring back Chris Jones as well. We got 2 right guards. I need a center. Anybody decent overall that wants to be here? John Michael Schmitz? Sure. Just bringing in a bunch of guys. I don't need a backup left guard. Let's see, is there any running backs that are decent? Fuck it, Woody Marks. There we go. Okay, hopefully everybody we're going after besides Brian Burns doesn't have offers. Yep, okay, cool. Okay, we signed Brian Burns and him. You know what? Since we got the extra money, Marlon, you can have 5. Just please sign. I need you for the fucking mentor tag. Please, for the love of God. Okay, you bunch of bitches that aren't signing, that have yellow, please sign. Okay. Got the main backups out of the way. Some another week. Okay, none of the guys that we sent offers to wanted to sign over the week. Some of you fuckers are just going to need a sign, please. Y'all have no other offers. Just fucking sign. You're getting paid. Either way. It's not like you're not getting any money. You're just not getting a lot of money. Okay. Got a good chunk of the backups. Just need John and Caleb Von Chason to sign. And we ain't fucking drafting again. Just going to trade all the picks. John, please sign. Thank you. Fucking Christ, dog. Okay, we got a team again. Got the quarterback settled. Got the running back settled. Receiver settled. Tight end. Offensive line looks fine. We can cut these 2 guys now. I just didn't know if we were going to even have the money to fucking... So offensive line's going to be a little different this year. Different right tackle, different center. But I don't think that should change much. They're still good overalls. They're still going to be able to come in and play. Got some edge rushers in here. Brian Burns, sorry, you got to move over to left. Sweat's just been at right for so long that it just doesn't make sense to move him. Does the offseason recap let me see retired players? I really hope it does, so I can see Myles Garrett's bitch ass fucking retiring on me after fucking losing 1 Super Bowl. He was like, I want out. I don't want to do this anymore. Fucking crybaby. You make 1 fucking Super Bowl, and now you're going to fucking retire. You had all those years with the fucking dog shit ass Browns, and you're like, I'm going to retire now. Fuck you. Brian, you're not getting any offers. It's fucking 3 months into free agency, dog. It's time to sign with somebody, and I'm going to offer you $2 million a year over the next 7 years. Just fucking sign. Nobody wants you at this point. Just sign, please. And fucking Malik Mustafa as well. Just sign. I know we don't need Malik, but I can cut Marcus Williams then. And fucking Evan. Safety that I actually like. I actually like Evan Williams in real life. Unfortunately, he's a Green Bay Packer. Okay, I'm going to have to readjust yours because I need some money back. Sorry. But you ain't getting any offers at this point anyway. You're going to be a free agent, so just agree to the fucking deal. If you don't agree, you're going to be a free agent and you can have fun fucking sitting on your couch. Simple as that. Like, or you're going to sign for fucking vet minimum anyway. They all sign. Cool. Marcus, sorry, but you're getting cut, buddy. We have everything else, right? We're not like missing a punter or some bullshit, right? No, we got everybody. So honestly, Kitten, I'm sorry, or Katan, however the fuck you say your name. Sorry, buddy. I got some better backups now. Marcus, same deal. Sorry. Get out. Corner, we're fine. Yeah, we're good. We're good all around. Yeah, we're good all around. Just fuck, man. I think recap does allow me to see retired players again. No, it does not. I'm not even going to go load into the draft. I haven't scouted anybody. I don't want to at this point. I'm literally just going to take all my picks and try to trade for, like, a first. Like, literally watch this. I'm just going to go, wee! And I'm going to go, hey, Bears, do you want my pick? And I'm going to go, picks. And I'm going to go, give me your 2031 first and second. No? Give me just your first then. You're such a fucking bag of dicks. Give me your second and your fourth and your sixth. Cool. And then we're going to go back in and fucking trade the last little bit of our picks for like a future 5. Who needs help? Fuck it, the Browns, even though you guys fucked us over by not telling us fucking Myles Garrett was done playing football. There you go. Simulate the draft. That fucking, like, why would he, there's no reason for him to fucking retire. Myles Garrett's the type of guy, like, he literally said in like, I get it, right? Madden's going to do their own thing. But he literally said in a recent interview where he was talking with Micah Parsons on his podcast, he was like, Micah was like, would you give up one of your Defensive Players of the Year for a Super Bowl trophy? And he said, I would give up both of those for a ring. Because a ring is going to get me respected forever for my peers. Those are just going to get me recognized. You know, the Defensive Players of the Year are just going to symbol that I had good seasons. I would give up both those for a fucking ring. We make the Super Bowl, and he goes, you know what, I'm kind of done playing football. I'm 33 years old, and I'm still good, and I'm going to fucking give up on football now. Like, fuck you, bitch. Yeah, Evan, Josh, Justin, Jones, Garrett, for some fucking reason, still making like $40 million a year, just made a Super Bowl for the first time in his career, and goes, you know what, I'm done fucking doing this shit. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Whatever. Let's set the depth chart. Hopefully we don't need to cut anybody, and we can get into it. We do need to cut somebody. Okay, we need to cut one player. Honestly, we don't need the fucking fourth tight end. Bye, Zach Jordan. I don't even know who you are, and I'm pretty sure you were blocking tight end anyway. So let's set the depth chart, and then we can fucking sim. Not having a good time right now after that shit. Because, like, we're losing all of our first draft class, which is a pretty impressive draft class now. Like, we're losing, I'm pretty sure, left guard, right guard, center, running back, quarterback, just everything. Yep, I forgot we didn't have a backup left guard. So, should be fine, though. Should be fine. Van Ness is going to be the backup for both sides. McLeod's going to start. Nolan backup. It's fine. Springs is starting. And then Holcomb backup. Christian Harris, special teams. Good at corner. Good at free. Good at strong. Kicker, punter. Long snapper. Kick. Punt return. Ryan Wright. I've just fucking realized we got the 2 fucking Minnesota Vikings kickers. Gadget. Power back. Whatever. I'm going to put fucking Harrison in the slot. And I'm also going to fucking put McBride in the slot this year. Because fuck you. That's why. Left edge. Right edge. Rush D tackle. Nose. That's fine. Sub backer. Slot corner. Alright. Let's run it back. One more try. One more fucking try. So this is what the team looks like potentially heading into the final season. If we don't win, I'm going to do the same thing again. We're running it back. And we're going to fucking do some dumb shit. Like, this is the team. This is the fucking team. Go get it the fuck done. Please, for the love of God and for my mental sanity. Please go get it done. We got to get Buda Baker a fucking ring. Like, that motherfucker doesn't retire. But, for example, Buda Baker, who is also 33, who has regressed 6 overall points since we started. He's in year 12, who is only making $20 million, decided not to retire. But the 95 overall edge rusher, who's making $40 million, retires after making his first Super Bowl. I understand that was Buda Baker's first Super Bowl too, but, like, what the fuck? I'll upgrade all the players here in a couple weeks. Yeah, I'll upgrade them later. I'll upgrade him like halfway through. Whatever. Let's go. Okay, we are 5-2. Not great. 20 players ready to negotiate. Yeah. Warren Russell wants $600 million over 7 years. Sean Peppers wants $109 million over 4 years. Trey McBride wants $90 million over 4 years. Michael Wilson wants $36 million over 2. Jeremiah Bryant wants $36 million over 3. Taj Witherspoon wants $35 over 4. Matthias wants $85 over 4. Patchett wants $16 over 2. Holcomb wants $6 over 2. Garrett Williams, Desmond Harris, Lucas Van Ness, Josh Sweat, Lance McLeod, Shane Dunn, Brian Cook, Buda Baker, Marlon Humphrey, Jonathan Allen, Tommy Tremble, and Keontae Rushing. Can we even sign Warren Russell is the problem. And would it be cheaper just to fucking franchise tag him? Probably, because you could sign everybody else, franchise tag Warren Russell, not really have the cap space to make any moves, but you would have the ability to fucking get everybody back, and you'd just be in super negative for a while. Because Sean Peppers doesn't really want to be here anymore. That sucks for you, big dog. You're staying here. Bang. Trey McBride, you got to stay too. Okay, he's back. I know I can negotiate, and I'm giving probably guys too much money, but it's fine. Rather just get the negotiations out of the way. Jeremiah Bryant. Yeah, you got to come back too, buddy. You have to do more to convince me. Fuck you, bitch. Taj, I'd give you 8 over 7. Cool, he's back. The linemen, I think I'd let walk. Holcomb, we got to let walk. Williams, Van Ness, Sweat, McLeod, I think we got to let walk. Shane, Cook, Buda, Humphrey, Allen, Tremble, we all got to let walk. So, in our third playoff appearance, in our 4th season, we do not get the 1 seed. Green Bay gets it off of a tiebreaker. So we got to go the long way. I'm not even going to hop into this game. I am going to auto-upgrade all the players, though. Go get it done, team. Please, for the love of God. We're going to lose. We lost. Giants again. Go win again. Beat the Giants for the 3rd time in the playoffs. Make them your sons. We do it. 9-8 Panthers. Going to auto-upgrade players, and then we're advancing to the Super Bowl. I do not give a shit. Y'all got to go win. Send them to the Super Bowl. We didn't win. Oh, wow. Warren Russell finally wins MVP. And we're back for a 3rd time, and we're facing the Denver Broncos. I'm going to look at stats then. Fuck it. 5,500 yards, 43 touchdowns, 4 picks, 65 completion percentage for Warren Russell. Taj Witherspoon, 631 yards, 3.7 yards per carry, 8 touchdowns. 1,800 yards for Marvin Harrison, 108 yards a game, 23 touchdowns. 1,300 for Michael Wilson, 1,100 for Adonai. Trey McBride's just not used in this offensive scheme, which is fine. 140 tackles for both the linebackers. 15 tackles for loss for Brian Burns. Oh, McLeod had 18.5 sacks. I definitely got to bring him back now. Well, that's fucking phenomenal. Auto upgrade everybody again just to get them ready for the Super Bowl. And we will head into the game. If we lose 3 in a row, I'm ending the fucking video here. If we don't, if we win, we will have completed the rebuild. I really don't want to do another season. I don't even need to watch the intro. Let's just get to the fucking game. 7-0 Broncos. 8-7 now. 14-8. This team's cursed. This team is fucking cursed. This team's fucking cursed. I swear to God it is. I can't do another season of this shit. I honestly can't do another season of this bullshit. Yeah, that's it. I'm done. Fuck this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this rebuild. I don't know how long it's going to be. This took a couple hours to complete, and yeah, I'm over it. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.